Let's get this thing kicking, boys. Let's get it up. Let's get it up. Let me go ahead and pull up the chat as well. Make sure we can hear everything. You know what it is, man. You know what it is. You know what it is. Let's go ahead and pull up the shot. Go ahead and pull up the shot. All right. There we go. Are we good? Can we hear? Can we see? Can we hear? Come on. There it is. 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 What's going on, guys? What's going on? Nick, what is up, my boy? What is up? I'm about to share this in the Discord. We're gonna share it in the Discord. Let me see. Let me see. We're gonna be reacting to you guys' hot takes, man. That's what y'all voted on. Everybody in the Discord said they wanted us to do this, so that's what we're doing today. All right, let me share this real quick. Oh crap! Copy. Hyped for Usman Buckley? I am, bro. We're going to be streaming on Saturday for maybe the whole entire card. We're gonna do a fight companion. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So make sure you turn the post notifications on, man. Let me share this stream real quick. Circular Cyclone. What's good? What's good? Let's do it in announcements. Paste. All right, there we go. There we go. Greetings from Colombia. What's going on? Shout out Colombia, man. Who are you rooting for, man? I'm team Kamaru Usman all the way. I like Buckley. Much rather see the old man get it done, man. That's how I feel. I don't think he will, honestly, but I would love to see it. I would love to see it. Who are you rooting for? Oh, I just read that. Anyway, my hot take is that Demetrius Johnson is the greatest fighter of all time. Guys, all right, listen. Should I react to these hot takes on live, or should I take some and make a whole YouTube video about them, or both? Maybe we can do both. Maybe we can do both. Demetrius Johnson, skill for skill, I think that is a valid take. But, you look at the level of competition. I know people don't like to hear it, but you look at the level of competition. It wasn't great, but with that being said, Mighty Mouse was, for the most part, dominating his level of competition as well. But yeah, Mighty Mouse, I have in my top. He's top 5 for sure. Most people's top 3. You know what? Actually, we need to do an updated GOAT list. We need to do an updated GOAT list. Probably going to do that after UFC 317 because I got to see what happens to Taboria. I got to see. But that's a hot take. That's a valid take. I disagree, but I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. That's not a bad take. Skill for skill, he could be the most skilled fighter we've ever seen. That's what I think. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun reading these hot takes, man. Hey, before we really get into this, guys, if anybody saw my recent video, we did a daily guess the fighter. Do y'all want to run that real quick? A daily guess the UFC fighter challenge. We can do that. I kind of want to do that real quick. I think today's is new. Yeah, the new one just dropped. The new one just dropped. Let's see. Let's see. I think Jones' IQ is the best in my opinion. I think fight IQ, best fight IQ. Jones, yeah. I think I agree. I think I agree there. To be honest, you got guys like Habib. Habib is very high, dude. I think Habib's up there. Mighty Mouse is up there for sure. Those are probably my top 3. Mine is that Habib would beat Islam in a fight. I think I agree with you, bro. I think I agree with that one actually. Habib versus Islam. Habib's the more dominant wrestler. Islam's the more well-rounded fighter. I think Habib is too dominant on the ground. I think he would. I'm not going to say bully Islam, but I think he would. I'm going 49. Hardcore take, man. 49-46 Habib. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Skill wise, maybe, but he's my number 9 or 10. He went on a 13 fight win streak. So did Max Usman, Habib, etc. with stronger competition. Okay. See, things are already getting spicy, man. Things are already getting spicy. Fighter records from before they entered the UFC should be counted separately from their record in the UFC. That's valid, Joey. I like that. Actually, I like that a lot. Casual Take live on Thursday, yes, sir. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're live every Tuesday and Thursday. Sometimes on Saturday. But yeah, back to Joey's take. Fighter records before they entered the UFC. I don't mind this take at all, bro. Especially I'm not trying to single anybody out, but especially the undefeated fighters who, their levels of competition were very bad. I agree with that one. I kind of like that, bro. I like that. That's fun. I've never heard that one before either. Hey, let's do this. Let's do this. Guess the fighter real quick. I'm gonna need y'all to help me. Somebody put me on this new game in one of my comment sections, and I love it. I love it. I take poo poo and bum. That's valid. I agree with that one. That one's valid. If Marab wasn't in the UFC, Piotr Jan would be the champ right now. Ooh. Ooh. Mmm. Bantamweight division. I think Piotr Jan defeats Sandhagen in a rematch. Okay. Versus O'Malley. That's his toughest fight. Outside of Marab, his toughest fight is O'Malley. I think I kind of lean O'Malley, but at the same time, I also think Jan won their first fight. So you just did Final. All right, we're finna run it, bro. Don't spoil it, okay? Don't spoil it. I literally just found out about this. I just ran one on my TikTok. I already know the answer, so I won't say anything. All right, bet. Bet. Buckley, hot take, Buckley will be champion 25-26. Hmm. Can Joaquin Buckley break? Dude, the welterweight division is just so good. It is so good. It's valid. Buckley will be champion. I don't know if he's going to be able to get over that hump. But, dude, I know this might sound crazy to some of you, but even like Joaquin Buckley versus a Shavkat that's a good fight. That's a good fight. I don't think Buckley beats JDM. That's the problem. Buckley versus Usman, Buckley versus Islam is another tough fight. He's got some tough fights, man. I don't think he'll get over the hump, but I think it's a valid take. Let's do this real quick. Let's try this, bro. Let's try the daily fight duel. If you don't know how to play, man, we have to guess a UFC fighter, and then we'll have to go from there. It's like Wordle. It's like all these other daily games. But who should we start off with today? I'm kind of feeling Marab. I'm kind of feeling Marab Davodishvili. Is my caps lock on, bro? Let's start off with Marab. Okay, guys, he's a male. 23 fights. Hey, okay, we got bantamweight. We got bantamweight down. Okay, so this means he's older. I believe this means he's older than Marab and made his debut after. Yeah, made his debut after, but he's older. Okay, bantamweight fighter, also with 23 fights. So, okay, hold on. Let me do some math real quick. So this means Marab is what, 34? It's not going to be Jan. No, debuted after 2017 in the bantamweight division. O'Malley's not older. Less than 19 wins. 23 fights, less than 19 wins. Oh, I didn't even see that. Okay, less than 19 wins. Dude, wait. I might be shooting. When did Corey Sandhagen debut, guys? When did Corey Sandhagen debut? I believe he has 18 wins on his record, and I think he's 18-5. I'm not even joking. I think he's 18-5. It's not Jan. If this means he's older, how old is? I think it might be Corey Sandhagen, bro. I don't know how old Corey is, dude. If I snipe it in two, my fault, guys. I got excited. I thought I thought he was 18-5. He's 17-5. But okay, the same year as Corey Sandhagen. Made their debut in 2018. Dang, Corey and Marab are the same age. When did Umar make his debut? Okay, I don't know. What y'all think, guys? Wait, he is 18-5. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. So it's not updated. Y'all think Umar? Should I try Umar? How many? Okay. Oh, so he has 18 wins total. It's not Umar because Umar wouldn't have 23 fights. Umar would not have 23 fights because if he has 18 wins, I don't know how many wins he has, but okay. Let's lock in, guys. 2018 debut. Older than Sam. I'm guessing this means older. Or maybe this means younger. I don't know. Does this mean older or younger, bro? Okay. Bantamweight division. We got like a Song Yadong's not going to be older. Cheeto Vera made his debut before 2018. Um, it can't be Umar because Umar he doesn't have 23 fights. This quiz is inaccurate. I don't know, man. Y'all think Rob Font? Aldo's also debut. Oh my God, I can't read. Aldo's debut in bantamweight. His debut. Oh, I don't think that's how it works. Would it be? He has more than 18 wins as well. Somebody said Rob Font. We can try Rob Font. When did he? How old is Rob? How old is Rob? We'll try it. Y'all suggested it. We'll try it, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh my gosh. Hey, hey, dude. Rob Font, I did not know he was 84 years old, bro. Oh my gosh. We got to dial in. Okay. If we don't get it by guess number 5, we get to know their style. Okay. So it's even older than Rob Font. What? It's an old fighter, but they debuted in 2018, right? 30. So this fighter's going to be 30. This fighter's going to be 37 or 38, right? Or does this mean younger? Maybe this means younger. I think. Wait, I'm confused, guys. I'm confused. Y'all think it means younger? Oh, it means younger than Font. Okay. 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 Younger than Rob Font. Okay. I thought that it was saying it was older than Rob Font. I thought we had some old head that, was somehow just making his debut. Cejudo. I don't think it's going to be Cejudo just because Cejudo did not debut in 2018. Unless it. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Does it mean bantamweight debut? I don't think so. I don't believe so. Um, it should be the current roster. Yes, I believe. 28. Okay, if it means younger, then that changes my output because I believe no, Sean O'Malley does not have. It's somebody who's 18-5, and I want to say that Jan is 18-5. It's got to be Jan then, guys. It's got to be Piotr Jan. I'm pretty sure Piotr Jan's 18-5. I thought this was saying he was older. So I'm gonna be honest. I think that is Piotr Jan. I'm pretty sure that he's 18-5. I'm pretty sure he's 18-5. Bang. Okay. See, to be fair, I thought that over meant that he was going to be older than Marab, not younger. So that's where we messed up. That is where we messed up. But I'll take it. I'll take it, guys. Oh, we could have sniped that earlier, bro. We could have sniped that earlier. For knowing who it is killed me, dude. I thought it meant he was younger. I mean, wait, yeah. Oh, okay, okay. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. It means his birth year was after. I should have got that. Birth year was after 91. I was working backwards. I was working backwards, man. All right, wait. I think they have multiple though. We can run the emoji game. I did this yesterday and I got off the first one. This one's going to be tough though. Okay, guess the fighter from the following emojis. Green shorts. Um Green shorts. What? Anybody have any ideas what the green shorts emoji? Or does that mean swim trunks? Is that what that is? What? I don't even have a guess. I don't even know if I have a guess for green shorts. Who wears green shorts? Maybe I'm overthinking it. P. Diddy? It might be P. Diddy. Charles Oliveira? Charles, when I think of, I think of the Brazilian, they usually wear yellow. Am I wrong? Izzy, Connor, Volk. Volk with the custom green shorts. I see Aljo. I kind of like Aljo. We got a bunch of different guesses. Charles Dubronx. Swim shorts. I don't know what this means. Y'all say Charles. We'll try Charles. We'll try Charles. Why not, man? Okay, is that a Christmas tree? Is that a Christmas tree, bro? What? Tree. Okay, hold on. Hold on, man. Let me elaborate thing. Let me conspiracize. So maybe it's referring to tree as in wood. Maybe somebody with the last name Wood. Maybe Nathaniel Wood. All right, maybe I'm maybe I'm overcooking right here, bro. Is that a Christmas tree, bro? Is that a Christmas tree? Ooh, Khalil Roundtree, Sean Woodson. They be smoking them leaves. You know what? We're gonna try. I like the Roundtree guess. We're gonna try that. Oh, what the world. Okay, well, never mind. Khalil Rountree's not even on here. Longwood Silver. All right, who is like a nickname or something of a tree? Am I seeing this wrong, or is this is a tree, right? Leaves, tree, Connor. Y'all think it's Conor McGregor? Connor O'Malley, Tyron Woodley. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I like that guess, bro. You might be a genius. Tyron. Okay, never mind. Forget everything I just said. Tyron Woodley's not an option. That was a good guess, though, bro. I can't lie. That was a good guess. Bobby Green, if it's green things. Dude, what? A tree? Three people. Dude, I thought Woodley was going to be valid, bro. I thought Woodley was valid. I thought that was valid. What do we think then? I'm confused, bro. Okay, I don't know if this just means green shorts or if it's like swim trunks, shorts, tree. Um, dude, I don't know. We just need to rip a guess. Aljamain Sterling. What's all right? Maybe we think of some type of trees, like an oak tree, fig tree. Um, Bryce Mitchell. Do you see my messages? Yes, I do. Bryce, y'all think it's Bryce Mitchell? Like the camo or something? Oh wow. Oh wow. Hey, shout out to IMJ, bro. How I'm kind of confused though. Is this supposed to mean like the camo shorts, maybe? Hunting, tree, injured. Oh, this looks like brain damage or something. Flat Earth, aliens, conspiracy stuff, maybe? I don't know how I'm feeling. I don't know how I feel about this one. Guys, I need somebody to elaborate. I don't know how I feel about this one. I don't know. Green shorts. I'm guessing maybe that means camo. He chops wood. Okay. I was thinking along the lines of maybe somebody had a nickname like a tree or maybe something. I was thinking maybe too far outside the box, man. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe CTE, flat Earth, aliens. Okay, sure. We got one more though. Guess the fighter. Something to go fishing with. All right. Let's guess the fighter by the quote. I'm gonna fix the government if y'all elect me. I'm gonna fix the government if y'all elect me. I've never heard this, guys. I'm gonna fix. Who does this sound like? I'm gonna fix the government if y'all elect me. I'm gonna fix the government. My. I know this ain't. This can't be Connor, bro. This can't be Connor. But when I look at this, I know that he's running for office, right? I'm gonna fix Connor. I see more Connor. I see multiple people saying Connor. How many guesses do we get? I'm gonna fix the government if y'all elect me. I mean, context clues say Connor. We'll try Conor McGregor. We'll try it. Okay, it's not Conor McGregor. I see Money with Connor. You gonna laugh when you get it. Y'all gotta be a Southern. Oh wait, hey, that's a good clue right there, Joey. That's a good clue. I'm gonna fix the government if y'all elect. Hold on, bro. No shot. This might actually be a Bryce. This might be a Bryce Mitchell quote again. This might actually. The answer might be Bryce Mitchell. I'm gonna fix the government if y'all elect me, guys. I think this is. Is this Bryce Mitchell, bro? I think this is Bryce. Bryce again. It's a black guy. Y'all got to be a Southern. Yeah, dude. It's got to be somebody. I think it is Bryce again. I'm about to go Bryce. Colby's not Southern. Nate Diaz is not Southern. I'm going Bryce. I think I'm going Bryce again. It does sound like something he would say, bro. They gonna do Bryce Mitchell twice. Hey, shout out whoever pointed that out. The y'all, that was a game changer. Joey, shout out Joey, bro. Y'all got to be a Southern gentleman. That was facts. That kind of gave it away, to be honest. Just thinking of the context of who would say something like this and then add in the y'all. Easily Bryce Mitchell, bro. Easily Bryce Mitchell. It's a white brother. Rampage. Roy Val. Dude, this is a lot of fun, bro. Is there any way I can do this like unlimited mode? Is there like any unlimited mode I can do? Dude, this is a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun. What state are you from? What state do y'all think I'm from? Some people think I'm from. Let's see. Last stream, y'all said Louisiana. Some people said Mississippi. Some people have said Texas. Some people have said California. Some people have said Florida. Maybe it's one of those. Maybe it's not, man. I don't know. Some people have said Arkansas, Oklahoma. He said Oklahoma. Hey, does anybody know if there's like an unlimited version? What is this? Oh, fighter roster. Oh, here's the guesses. The guesses are flying in. Georgia. Maybe so, man. Maybe so. Georgia, South Carolina, Wisconsin, Kentucky, Ohio, Georgia. Oh, a couple people say Georgia. You have a fine Georgian accent, man. Thanks. Thanks, bro. Hot take: Kamaru Usman can beat JDM, but not Joaquin Buckley. Ooh, ooh, that's an interesting take, King. That is an interesting take. Ooh, I don't think Usman. I don't think Usman can beat JDM, bro. That's a bad matchup. That's a bad matchup. All right, let's see. Alabama, Mississippi, no doubt. Oregon, Rhode Island, Birmingham. Ooh, somebody's getting precise, dialing it down to the city, Birmingham. Okay. I love, love, love Southern accents. Do I sound Southern? Do I sound Southern? How do you feel about Van versus Roy Val? You know, it's a great spot, great opportunity for Joshua Van. I love Joshua Van. I got to see Joshua Van live and in person at UFC 313, so that's my guy. But I think it's going to be too much of a step up. Goon, what is good? Goon, what's good, my boy? Hey, Goon, how do I mod you, bro? I'm going to be real. How do I mod you? Because it's coming soon, man. What we doing today? We just finished up the daily Guess the UFC Fighter Challenge. We just did 3 rounds of it, and then I'm about to just react to some of y'all's hot takes. Some of them I'm going to leave, or some of them I might make into a UFC video, like a whole YouTube video about it. But yeah, all right. Let me try it again. Let me see. Let me try this real quick. Oh, I gotta log in. I gotta log in with Twitch. Hold on, bro. Log in. Dude, username, bro. Let me try that. All right, bro. It's making me fill out a code. All right, 1 second, guys. 1 second. Let me go to my mail. Let me check the mail, man. Let me check the mail. That's the wrong account. That is the wrong account. I got to enter a verification code real quick. Hey, guys, I think next Thursday, a week from today, I think we're going to run another trivia. Another UFC trivia for you guys. Okay, there we are. We should be in here now. Yes, trivia, bro. Trivia. Mod. All right, buddy. You should be modded now, I believe. Goon, try that. Try that. All right, let's get into some of these hot takes, bro. Let's get into some of these hot takes. Let me close this out. Dude, I want to play more Guess the Fighter, bro. That was so fun. All right, hot take: JDM's cardio is better than Marab's. That is a hot take. That is a hot take. And you know what? I don't agree with you, but I will say I do think it's not that far off. JDM's gas tank is insane. Look at round 5 against Bilal Muhammad. That man was on the pressure. He was on the pressure. Washington State. Let's see. New Mexico. Hong Kong. Joey got it. Joey got it. Dricus wins by KO. Dricus Duplessis is going to knock out Hamzat Chimaev according to Cian Echo. That is a hot take. That is a hot take, man. I could see it if it's later in the fight. Oh, we got 2 people saying that. Also, UFC Goon said hot take DDP knocks out Hamzat. So we got 2 people agreeing here. See, it is very possible. Very, very possible. I don't see Dricus catching him early. If Dricus is going to knock out Hamzat Chimaev, I think it is going to be more of a later in the fight. Hamzat Chimaev is slowing down. Dricus Duplessis putting the pace on him. I don't think he's going to like knock him out clean. I could see it, but I'm also picking Hamzat Chimaev, so I disagree. But I can see it. I can see it. If it happens, it's going to be Dricus Duplessis moving forward while Hamzat Chimaev's gassed. And more of a, I think he could rock him, but more of a giving up type situation. I don't think he's going to flatline him. I don't think we're going to get, Hamzat Chimaev getting knocked out cold. That would be crazy. That would be crazy, bro. That would be insane. Imagine we just see Hamzat Chimaev face down, face planted, bro. That would be something. That would definitely be something. Max will be the only fighter to be 0-6 in trilogy fights. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Hey, by the way, guys, just to let y'all know, I believe I'm popping out at UFC 318, baby. Okay? Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier. It just got confirmed. Casual Take MMA is going to be there, okay, guys? So we're going to shoot a vlog for that, hopefully. I'm going to get the UFC 318 poster right here. And that is going to be sick. But yeah, I'm going to be rooting for Dustin. I think right now, I think Max is going to get it done. But yeah, if Dustin beats Max, bro, Max is going to have 3 losses to Dustin on his record and also 3 losses to Volkanovski. Ugh. Hurts your legacy, man. It does. I've seen some people have a hot take that says Max Holloway's top 5 on a GOAT list. You got 6 losses between 2 guys potentially. So I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that, bro. Ooh. All right. Let me try to read some of these. Hot take: the cage should be taken away and they should fight on a more open padded area. Okay, Joey. We got Joey. We got Joey Rogan in here, bro. We got Joey Rogan. I don't like that idea, bro. I don't like that idea. I don't like that idea, to be honest. I see your point. At that point, there might as well not be rounds either. At that point, hot take: Joe Rogan's the worst commentator in the UFC. Rick, I don't mind that take, to be honest with you. I don't mind that take. Older Joe Rogan was better. When I was first getting into the UFC, Joe Rogan was the commentator that would kind of explain what's going on, man, because nobody was familiar with the ground game. Nobody had any type of idea or concept of what jiu-jitsu was. And Joe Rogan back in the day, he doesn't do it as much more, but he used to explain exactly what was going on the ground and exactly what this person needed to do to counter what this person was doing. But nowadays, it's just that leg's chewed up, man. That leg's already compromised. That's all we hear. That's all we hear. He's definitely not the best announcer, in my opinion. Dude, we need to bring back what is his name? Is it Mike Goldberg? Mike Goldberg? Am I saying that right? Mike Goldberg? He was goaded, bro. He was goaded. Izzy versus Strickland too. I think we're gonna get that fight, to be honest. I also saw that I saw something again. I can't trust anything online, but I saw something that said it said that they offered Caio Borralho versus Izzy. So I don't know how accurate that is. I don't love that matchup for my guy Izzy. I'd rather see him fight Strickland. All right, let's see what Nick. My hot take: Cody Garbrandt is the most overrated fighter of all time. Only one good win over Cruz, 48-47, by the way, and got smoked by everyone else. Nick, I'm just gonna tell you right now. Okay, listen, buddy. I agree. I 100% agree with you. The only thing I disagree with is I would put one person above Cody Garbrandt for the most overrated, and y'all should know who that is. It's Tony Ferguson. It's Tony Ferguson, bro. But I love this take, Nick. I love this take. Cody Garbrandt, I will say he had a good performance. He had a great performance against Dominic Cruz. Was closer than some people think, but it was a great performance, and that's really it. That's really it. I don't think he's that great. He's one of the worst UFC champions, in my opinion, of all time. I like that take. I like that take, bro. Oh, let's see. Let's see what Goon's saying. Let's see. Tom versus Jones will go to a decision. That's a hot take. That is a hot take. If they fight, which that's a hot take in itself, saying Tom and John are going to fight nowadays. I don't think it goes the distance, bro. I think there's two things that are going to happen. And again, it's hard to judge somebody's gas tank when they've only been at their most they've ever been was a round and a half. So it's hard to judge his gas tank, but it's either going to be an early finish from Tom Aspinall or a late finish from John Jones. That's what I think. I think either Tom Aspinall is going to knock him out on the feet. I don't see Tom out wrestling John, even though he's bigger, maybe stronger. I don't see him submitting John either. So it's either Tom Aspinall is going to knock him out on the feet early, or John Jones is going to take him to deep waters, like some people say they're going to do and never have done yet. And it's either going to be an early KO from Tom or a late finish from John. I can see a ground and pound TKO finish from John, maybe a Americana. I don't know, man. I don't think that goes to decision, but yeah, it's definitely a hot take. It's definitely a hot take. Hot take Charles gets KO'd. Well, that's not actually a hot take, man. I'm pretty sure the odds are favoring Charles to get knocked out. I mean, Ilya's like a minus 350, something like that. So I don't know. I don't know, bro. I love Tony, but man, Habib would maul him. Yes, Nick, you're on fire, bro. I'm agreeing with everything you've said so far. I agree. Habib would have absolutely destroyed. He would have smashed your boy. Also, Poirier, Armand, Ilya, Volk, Islam. Best fighter Tony could beat is maybe Hooker and Gamrot. Hold on, man. Hold on. I just saw my boy cousin Gamrot get mentioned. Okay, my boy cousin Gamrot just got mentioned. Low key hot take for you guys. Cousin Gamrot, prime cousin Gamrot beats a prime Tony Ferguson. I'm, I'm gonna be the only person that that sentence has probably never been said before. But I like that take, Nick. I like that take. Tony, yes, he gets destroyed by Prime Dustin. Okay, actually, I think that would be a good fight, but I think Dustin would win. He gets destroyed by Prime Arman Sarukian. Volkanovski, I don't see how Tony Ferguson beats Volkanovski. He's a lot longer than him, but still, Islam mauls him. Dan Hooker versus Tony Ferguson. That's a banger fight, actually. That is a banger fight now that I'm thinking on it. I think Tony would win that one. But dude, that could be a banger fight, dude, to be honest. That could be a banger fight. Armand beats Ilya. I like that take. I like that take, bro. I like that take. Armand, I also agree. I agree he beats Ilya Taporia. That's a bad matchup for Ilya, man. I'm ready to see what he looks like at 155, guys. That fight is 2 weeks away. 2 weeks away. Good take. Gamrot is underrated. He mauls Ferguson, dude. He really could. He really could. I wouldn't see him getting a finish, but I think he would. He could smudge him up for 5 rounds, bro. Honestly, he would win a decision. I think. Hot take: Prime Tom still beats Prime John. Okay, well that's a tough one to judge because a Prime John is a 205er. But even pound for pound, it's hard to say, man. It's hard to say. I'm leaning towards John Jones. there's just a lot we don't know about Aspinall that we're gonna find out hopefully very soon if he can ever get booked for a fight. But that could be valid, bro. That could be valid. Check Kaio's tweet. Uh-oh. Oh, Kaio tweeted something. Hold on, guys. Let me check. Let me check and see what Kaio tweeted. Caio Baralio X. What did he tweet, bro? Please don't be a fight with my sweet Pookie Izzy. Please don't be. Let's see. What did he tweet? What did he tweet? Did he tweet something today? I'm not seeing nothing. Oh, I gotta log in. Hold on, let me log in, bro. It says restricted content. Well, please don't be something crazy. Please don't be something crazy. Let me check Kaio's tweet real quick. Is it fight news? No way. No way. Let me see what he said. Guys, I didn't. Oh, he tweeted a couple. Oh, he tweeted a lot of stuff. Okay. Guys, I think I made a mistake. My bad. I did read a post of Macy Barber with photos in black and white, and I thought for a minute Ben was gone. I hope I'm wrong. With that being said, still prayers for him and his family. What did he say? What did he say, bro? What did he say? With that being said, I want to apologize with his family and himself. I'm glad it was all a misunderstanding situation where I saw some pictures of him in black and white and a text saying God has his arms on him now from Macy, who was close to him. So sorry. Did Kaio think that? Wait, is this about Ben Askren? Is this about Ben Askren, bro? Didn't announce anything. I didn't say Ben Askren is dead. I just said rip because that's what I would wish for anyone of the community if this happens. It was just a sincere feeling. Thanks God, I was wrong, and now I wish a speedy recovery for him and still praying for him. Dang. I guess Kaio thought Ben Askren died, bro. He said Ben is dead. He's not. No, he's good, right? Is he? He just said R.I.P. Ben. Dang, bro, that sucks. Well, I don't think he. I guess he was just misinformed, like you said. I mean, ooh, that's sad. Apparently, he's getting a bunch of backlash for it too. He's turning into Kanye. I didn't say he's dead. I just said dead. It's like Drake is Duplessis. That's funny. That's funny. Grow out your beard, trust. Should I, bro? We've had it growing out for a long time. We just started shaving it. I look a lot younger though when I shave it, but I kind of mess with it. I'm gonna have to shave it up again, or maybe I'll grow it back out. Maybe we'll just keep it short. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. All right, let me catch up on some of these. Who's your goat? My my goat. Oh, the greatest fighter of all time. I don't think it's close. Is John Jones. Give the beard back. You look like a '90s rock band. that's that's funny. John Silva is the only fighting nerd that has a chance at becoming champion. I wouldn't be surprised if Rufy can never break the rankings and Prates is kicked out of the rankings. Ooh. Ooh. I do agree with you. John Silva has the best chance to become champion. I think guys like Kaio's very good. Rufy's also very good. I think Rufy's going to get that good treatment. He's going to get that Dana White privilege. You know, you can already see it coming in because he just fought Bobby Green. Next fight for him is probably going to be another old head. They were talking about Dariush. Maybe it's a Michael Chandler. They're going to try to give him an easier path because he's a very entertaining fighter. Again, we don't know enough about him. I'm ready to see him fight an elite grappler. Like a Dariush would be Dariush is older, maybe even chinny, but it's still a big step up for a guy like Rufy. Like just testing the grappling of Mauricio Rufy. Hot take: Armand loses to Gamrot in a rematch. Ooh. That fight actually got, or not booked, that fight got offered, and Armand said no, which I agree he should have said no. Why are we offering him Gamrot? I get Gamrot has a win over him. I'm going to ride or die. I'm going to ride for Gamrot to the end, but I mean, it still would be a good fight, but yeah, I'd probably lean towards Armand too. I think he'd probably be the favorite. A lot of people picked Armand and thought that Armand should have won that fight too. But yeah, Oh gosh. We'll see what we got next. What we got next? Who wins Prime Kane or Prime Tom? Ooh, again, dude, it's just hard. These Tom Aspinall questions are tough for me because from what we've seen so far, obviously he's done the best possible. He's just knocking out guys in the first round. Cain Velasquez, insane cardio, insane wrestling. Tom's bigger than how I gotta look up how big Cain Velasquez is. Let me look up how big. I think Aspinall's a good bit bigger here. Size. Cain Velasquez size. 6'1" versus what? 6'5" Tom Aspinall? I kind of lean towards Tom. Yeah, Tom's a lot bigger. Tom's a lot bigger. I'm going Tom. I'm going Tom. That could be a fun fight, though. It could be a really good fight. Ilya Shins Charles in round one. I'm so hyped to see that fight, bro. This is going to be a clash. Kane is 9 inches. I checked firsthand. That is crazy. That is a crazy statement. Okay. Let me see. What was I just reading? Ilya Chen's Charles in round one. Okay. Listen. We did a whole breakdown on that video. But dude, I'm so excited for that fight because it's such a clash. You know, we're used to seeing when Charles was fighting for the title, it was usually pedal to the metal, just pure chaos in round one. But Charles is kind of strayed away from that type of fighting, that type of style. So is he going to be more patient against a guy like Ilya? Would that benefit him, or should he just go chaos? Charles Oliveira is a fighter that thrives in chaos. So should he just bring that clash to Ilya Taporia? Maybe that honestly might be his best chance to beat Ilya. Just pure chaos. It obviously brings that big risk of him getting KO'd in the pocket. But I mean, I don't know. He's not gonna. Although Charles has a lot of power, I don't see him knocking out Ilya. He's longer. He's got power, yes. But trading in the pocket, I don't see it. I think he has to grab a hold of Charles. I mean, of Ilya. But yeah, that could be a valid take. We'll have to see. We're gonna see on Saturday night. There's this MMA YouTuber who glazes Aspinall saying Tom beats Prime Kane and Prime Stipe. Who is that? I mean, it could be valid. It's hard. Again, it's hard to tell right now. We'll be able to know when Tom's a few more fights down the road. He's just finishing everybody early. Now, does a Prime Kane beat a Curtis Blades? Yes. Does a Prime Stipe beat Curtis Blades? Yes. They probably all beat Pavlovich as well. They probably all beat Volkov. They probably have these same wins that Aspinall has. The heavyweight division's so bad because, okay, Aspinall's doing exactly what he should be doing to these bad heavyweights. But I think Cain Velasquez will be doing the same. Maybe not as quickly, but Stipe, they would all have the same wins at least that Aspinall has. I agree. I agree with that. I don't know who would win between them though. It's just hard to tell. Hot take: Arman is undefeated since his UFC debut. Okay, hold on. Wait, where'd that go? Arman, he lost to Islam, bro. He lost. Oh, since his debut. Is that what you're saying? After the Islam fight, I think he probably beat Gamrot in that fight. If that's what you meant, has to bring it. Chaos is the only way he catches him. Yeah, maybe so, bro. That's gonna be a clash. That's gonna be a clash, bro. Okay, this is this is a this is the most dangerous fighter that Ilya has ever fought. I know that Volkanovski's great, Max Holloway's great, but they're not nearly as dangerous as Charles Oliveira. Some people are saying that Volkanovski was the hardest fight stylistically for Ilya. I think it's Charles, bro. I think it's Charles. I know that he's been dropped multiple times. Sometimes leaves his chin in the air. He's got that high guard. I think this is his hardest fight, bro. I think it's his hardest fight. Been meaning to ask who signed those gloves. Dustin the Diamond Poirier. Sucks to know Dana and Joe won't see UFC 1000. UFC 1000. Y'all think it'll still be around? UFC 1000, dude. What year would that be? What's the calculations on that? UFC 1000 better be stacked, man. We're probably gonna get UFC 1000 main event. We got Rose Namajunas versus Aaron Blanchfield. That's probably what we'll get. That's probably what we'll get, bro. That's funny. The MMA YouTuber is Hop Arrow MMA. Oh, I've heard of him. Is he the Oh, I don't. I know he has an accent. There's him and I get him confused with somebody else, bro. I can't think of. Is he UK? Is he from the UK? Maybe. I don't know. I think I know who you're talking about though. I think I know who you're talking about. Are you from Louisiana, man? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. 2080s UFC 1000. Charles is his hardest fight. His striking, grappling, and size is different for Ilya. Yes, exactly. Okay. So the thing about Charles is big. He's a big lightweight. No, this is something nobody brings up when they're talking about Charles versus Ilya. Again, it's not very likely, I would say, that Charles just knocks him out, but Charles has a lot of power. He carries a lot of power in that lightweight division, and this might be a hot take, but Charles has more natural power than a guy like Josh Emmett, I think. Josh Emmett, winds up, throws those big meaty hooks, throws everything into him. Charles Oliveira has that more natural power. He dropped Justin Gaethje with a straight right. Didn't even put everything into that punch. He knocked out Michael Chandler, bro. He's got really good power that could be a problem. It's another potential threat for Ilya Taporia. So, hot take Volkanovski at lightweight beats Charles. Ooh, that's such a good fight, dude. That is such a good fight. Such a good fight. I don't know. Prime for prime or right now? Casual Take MMA will be a big part of the MMA community. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We will be. And we will be. Do you like Theo Vaughn? I think Theo Vaughn's funny. I actually saw Theo Vaughn. I actually went and saw Theo Vaughn. I've seen him in person before. Actually, twice. I seen him at the UFC event 313, and I've been to a Theo Vaughn show. It was decent. It was decent. Um, oh wow, I like bedtime MMA. I agree. He's goaded, bro. He's goaded. My hot take is Dan Hooker would beat Patty. Dan Hooker versus Patty Pimblett. That's a good fight. That legitimately is a good fight. Um, Dan Hooker. I'm gonna go Patty. I think Patty would win. I think Patty would win. But I could see a path to victory for Dan Hooker. I could see that. I could see that. That's a good fight, bro. That's a fight that nobody's even mentioned that I could be down for. Do you think steroids takes John Jones out of the GOAT list? Well, if we're gonna talk about if we're gonna bring up any type of scandals, guys, then let's go ahead and take out John Jones out of the GOAT list, but let's also take out GSP out of the GOAT list. Oh, let's also take out Anderson Silva out of the GOAT list. Mighty Mouse is our new GOAT. That's how I feel about it. Obviously, steroids were a big thing. John Jones's stuff is a lot bigger, but whoa, whoa. I didn't like the way that sounded. But yeah, I think John Jones is still the GOAT, bro. I understand your point. I think he's still the GOAT. Hot Take Casual Take has a cool line. Thank you. Gelton Almeida is the toughest matchup for every heavyweight right now. Dude, that's actually a good take. That's valid. That is valid. Let me pull up the heavyweight rankings real quick. Dude, heavyweight's so bad. So bad. Let me pull up the rankings real quick. I could share my screen if I need to. Let me see. Let me pull up the heavyweight rankings. Let's look at that. Let's fact check that. Okay. Gelton Almeida is the hardest, what did you say, toughest matchup for everybody at heavyweight? Okay. John Jones, yes. John Jones beats Gelton Almeida, but yes, it's still potential threats there. Tom Aspinall, Gelton Almeida. I think Aspinall wins that as well. You know what? I think Gelton Almeida beats everybody but Tom Aspinall. I know that he lost to Curtis Blades. That was kind of flukish, you know. You said something you weren't supposed to say in your most recent video for Rodriguez. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Am I cooked? Am I getting canceled, bro? Did I say something? Oh, anyway. All right, well, I'm just gonna ignore it, bro. We're just gonna ignore it. But Jelton Almeida, I think he beats a Cyril Gahn. Volkov versus Almeida is an interesting fight. I kind of lean towards Almeida. I think he beats Pavlovich. I think he beats Blades in a rematch. He took Blades down. That's the hardest fight. That's actually the hardest fight for him stylistically. Blades knocked him out. It was fluky, bro. It was fluky. I'm glad that Curtis Blades got the victory, but he was losing the fight up until he got that hammer fist while he's on a single leg against the cage. It was just a weird moment. It was just a weird moment. But yeah, I think I like that take. I like that take. Let's see. Um, Jones is the GOAT, but I don't like it. You have a Discord? Yes, sir. It should be linked in my YouTube bio. Yeah, you can join up on the Discord for sure. Guys, we're going to do, hopefully on so this upcoming Tuesday, we can do a UFC 5 tournament with you guys. So everybody, you probably need to be in my Discord to um to get everybody in, but we're going to do a big UFC 5 tournament on stream. We're going to stream each matchup on stream too. It's probably going to take a couple days. So like let's say Tuesday we do the first round of UFC 5 tournament. Depending on how many people want to join, maybe we stream round 1 or rounds 1 and 2 and then the championship on another day. I don't know. But if that's something y'all are interested in, y'all need to join the Discord. The thing is, I'm on PS5, so there's no cross platform, so you have to have PS5. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. Do you do debate calls? We're going to do that very soon. My guy he's been on me. He's been telling me we need to do it. We're gonna do some debates. We're gonna do some debates very soon in the Discord. I might stream them as well. I don't know yet. Can you do a Kahoot quiz? We're gonna do what's today? Thursday. We're gonna do a Kahoot, or we have a different. It's not Kahoot. It's something else. We're gonna do another UFC trivia though. Probably next week. Next week's gonna be fun, bro. Y'all need to hit the bell. Turn the post notifications on because next week might be electric. We might have a UFC 5 tournament along with the UFC trivia, along with the fight companion, man. Come on. Come on, bro. Let's see what Luke's GOAT list. Also, we're making a GOAT list soon. I think after 317, we're going to make an updated GOAT list, bro, because it's always changing. Because, I mean, if Ilya Taporia finishes Charles Oliveira, he's in the top 15, bro. He is. He just is. Maybe top 10. And Merab has now entered. He probably already was, but Merab's going to be a top 10 fighter of all time at this point in his career, I think. Okay, let's see. Number 1, you got John Jones. Number 2, you have GSP. Number 3, you have Islam. 4, Volk. So far valid. And 5, Merab. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. That's crazy. I literally just brought that up. Merab. I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to dive deep into everything. But Merab at 5. I mean, we still got guys like Mighty Mouse that I don't mind in the top 5. Then you got guys like Silva, DC. I'm gonna have to dive into it. You know what? I don't mind that take, to be honest. Maybe you won't have Merab at 5, but he's up there. I think he is top 10. But that's valid. That's valid. I don't think that's that bad, to be honest. I like the John at 1. Okay, I agree that the top 4, whether the order is correct or not, I think the top 4 are all in the top 5. And then Merab, I probably wouldn't have Merab in the top 5, but that's not crazy. I don't think that's crazy, to be honest. I don't think that's crazy. Let's see. Make a viewer GOAT list. Two randoms. Dude, oh, that's something we're gonna do soon, bro, too. We're gonna have we're gonna start doing pound for pound rankings for y'all. Yeah, there's gonna be some pound for pound rankings, either whether that's gonna be um whether that's gonna be based on viewership, maybe based on how good you do in the quizzes. I don't know. We're gonna have some viewer pound for pound rankings though. I think that'll be something that's pretty cool. Or maybe we do UFC 5 pound for pound rankings. I don't know. Or maybe we just factor in everything. We'll see. We will see. Maybe like 6, 7. Current pound for pound. Hot take: the new wrestling champ, the new wrestling champ, Caleb, Kill, 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 Kill. I don't know what I just read. Killabib. Is that Habib? Is this supposed to say Habib? Like Let me look. I gotta look that up, bro. I can't even speak that. Is that English? Killab Lax. This is somebody I've never heard of, I guess. Oh my gosh, bro. I see what y'all are doing. I see what y'all are doing now. I see what y'all after I typed it out, I see what y'all are trying to do. I see what y'all are trying to do. You're not slick, bro. You're not slick. Trying to clip me, bro. Come on. Come on, bro. I don't even think I pronounced it right. That's the way you were trying to. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. Troll. Dude, I had an aneurysm trying to read that. That's crazy. That is crazy, bro. Hot take: Prime DC beats Aspinall. That'd be ooh, that's a good fight. That's a good fight. The thing is, DC, well, Tom would be a lot more he'd be a lot bigger than DC. The striking advantage for Tom. Speed advantage for Tom. Wrestling, I go DC. Dude, we haven't seen Aspinall against an elite wrestler. I know he fought Curtis Blades, but they have 2 fights for a combined minute and a half, maybe. And there have been 0 grappling exchanges between both of their fights, so we really don't know. We don't know. That's what I'm saying. The thing about these hot takes with Tom Aspinall, which I love Tom Aspinall, I think he's great, but you just can't. We don't know anything about. We've seen his ground game at times. We have not seen him tested against an elite grappler. We've seen him tested against good strikers, power punchers. We have not seen him against an elite wrestler, bro. If he beats John Jones, then maybe we could talk. Or if he were to have fought Curtis Blades, fights off the wrestling, submits him. I don't know, man. Just any wrestling exchange. We have not seen much wrestling exchanges, grappling exchanges at all from Tom Aspinall. Not many at all. Jack Della, best boxer in UFC. JDM is 1 or 2. The lowest I would put him would be 2. I think you got Ilya and you got JDM. I think they're 1 and 2. Some days I think it's Ilya. Some days I do think it's JDM. That's not a bad take. That's not a bad take. I think it's valid. I think it's valid. Chris Moutinho about verbal submission. Current pound for pound. Ooh, here we go. Current pound for pound, Marab at the 1. That's not ridiculous. That's really not ridiculous. 2, Ankalaev. Okay, now we're getting ridiculous. Scratch everything I just said. Ban him. Mods, ban him. Goon, ban him. I'm playing. Ankalaev, he's great. I would not put him 2. I would not put him 2. Islam at 3. I would have Islam over Big Ank. John at 4. Ilya at 5. After the 7-month mark, John goes and Ilya takes his spot. Ankalaev, I don't mind him in the top 5, but I would not have him over Islam or Ilya. Yeah. Highest I would say for Magomed Ankalaev would be 4, maybe. Yeah, highest I would say would be 4. That's what I would think. That's what I would think. Islam's legacy is overrated. He's not top 5. His resume is very overrated, and his legacy in general is overrated because of recency bias. That is a hot take. Islam's legacy being overrated. Let's pull up his You know what? I'm gonna share my screen. We're gonna pull up Islam's record. We're gonna pull it up. Is he on a 15 fight win streak, by the way? I think it's 15, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, 15. Okay, we're gonna dive deep onto this Islam being overrated thing, okay? I see where you're coming from. I'm going to go ahead and say I disagree. I'm going to go ahead and say I disagree because here's why. First off, Hanato Moicano, you can go ahead and say that's not even a good win. Sure, fine. Upon the circumstances, not his fault. A lot of these things you will see are not his fault. But Hanato Moicano, he submitted him in the first round. Now, again, may not hold much weight to some of you guys, but Hanato Moicano is an elite grappler. Now, does Hanato beat the top contenders? Probably not. But this has kind of become an underrated win at this point. You know, yeah, it's not his fault. Facts. It's not his fault. It's unfortunate, but yeah, none of these things have been on Islam. They have not been Islam's fault. He submitted Moicano, who's an elite grappler, a black belt in one round. The first grappling exchange, the first scramble, he locks in the Darce choke. This win does not get talked about because it's Moicano. He submits him in the first round, and people are just like, oh well, yeah, he fought Moicano, the number 10 or whatever rank he was. Moicano's a crafty vet, man. He's a crafty vet. He's slick. That's a good win. If Islam were going to war, if he was going to a 5-round decision against Moicano, I would have a different outlook on the whole situation, but he wasn't. And another thing is, yes, it was short notice for Moicano, but at the same time, it's also short notice for Islam. That's something that people never take into consideration. When people say, oh, he stepped in on short notice, yes, it's a disadvantage for the guy stepping in. But at the same time, the person he's fighting has not game planned for him. So it's also short notice for the other guy. Y'all get what I'm saying? But anyway, underrated win at this point. Moicano, oh, I just spit. Moicano, it's a good win. It's not his best win, but great performance. You subbed him in the first round, the first grappling exchange. That's greatness right there. Before that, Dustin Poirier, absolute one of my favorite fights, to be honest. That was, dude, watching that fight was awesome. Back and forth. Again, maybe I'm coping, but Islam Makhachev staph infection, sure. But yes, this was an older Dustin Poirier, but with old age, man, comes wisdom. It comes wisdom. Dustin Poirier was a vet. He is a vet, yes. But this isn't just old Dustin Poirier. Yes, it is. But this is one of the better versions of Dustin Poirier we have ever seen ever. Okay? Obviously showed improvements from his Charles fight, from his Khabib fight. You cannot tell me that this was a bad version of Dustin Poirier. Again, people like to discredit Islam because he didn't finish Dustin Poirier quickly. He went to war with him. This was the best version of Dustin. This could arguably be the best version of Dustin we've ever seen ever. The way he defended takedowns, the way he cut open Islam. He sliced him open bad. But yeah, again, Islam, apparently it was 2-2 on the scorecards. I thought it was 3-1 Islam. But then again, Islam finds a way to get it done. That's something you want to see, to be honest. I know it doesn't. Again, if you're going to war, some people like to discredit it. But that's good for him to go to a war like that. But again, still a great win, Dustin Poirier. Volkanovski, again, not his fault. Also, back to the Dustin Poirier fight. Undeserved title shot, yes. Islam wanted to fight. He wanted to fight Arman Tsarukyan. That fight was offered. Arman Tsarukyan declined it, which I get why he declined it. But again, it was supposed to be. They wanted it to be Islam versus Arman. Arman declined it, so that's what we got. Great win. Alexander Volkanovski, short notice. Not Islam's fault. Again, it was supposed to be Islam versus Charles. Charles pulls out. He fights a fat Volkanovski. And what does he do? He's not going to war with this short notice Volkanovski, is he? No, he's knocking him out in the first round. What else do you want him to do? I mean, yes, you can discredit the win all you want, but he did exactly what he should have done. You could discredit this win if he was going to a war robbery decision against Volkanovski on short notice, a fat Volkanovski who wasn't training, but he didn't. He knocked him out in the first round, okay? That's what he did. Real hot take, no pranks. Ju Sang Yu is going to be champ. Is that Zombie Junior? Is that who that is? Is that what that is? Let me see. Let me pull that up. Is that Zombie Junior? Ju. I had to read that to make sure I wasn't getting. Yeah, that's Zombie Junior. He looked good. He looked good, bro. He looked good. That left hook was clean. But anyway, before that, Volkanovski, pound for pound, number one fighter at the time, both of these times. But this was the best version of Volkanovski. This is not a washed version. Just because somebody loses, you can't just say, "Oh, well, he was washed, bro. He was out of his prime." No, he wasn't. This is a prime, peak Volkanovski. He went to war, and if you rewatch the fight, Volkanovski did not win the fight, bro. People call him for robberies. This is maybe we need to do a whole video on ranking or rescoring robberies because, bro, no, no, no. This was not a robbery. At the very least, Islam won 3-2. I can see how he won 4-1, to be honest with you. That's how I feel. Great win. And then he submitted Charles Oliveira. Great win as well. And before that, we've got a 15 fight win streak, bro. In the new gen, in the new era, a 15 fight win streak. No, people aren't just doing that, bro. So yes, sorry for the rant there, but um I don't think Islam's overrated. That's all that to say that. Oh, sorry. I just get passionate about my guy Islam. Islam's one of my favorite fighters, to be honest. Let me try to read some of these. Patchy Mix versus Piotr Jan. Who you got? Jan. Jan. I think. I think who Jan. I think Jan might finish him. I'm going Jan. Wait, haven't they fought before? Am I tripping or have they fought before? Wait. Have they fought before, bro? Or did they like? Or they have like a common opponent? Dude, did they fight before? For some reason, I want to say they fought like on the regional scene or something. I could be completely wrong. I feel like they did. I don't know though. But yeah, I'd definitely go Jan there. I would definitely go Jan. The new era argument I disagree with. Guys like GSP went on a run against 13 championship level fighters, while most big runs nowadays are about 6+ fights against unranked guys. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Nah. I like that. I like that thought. Let's pull up GSP's resume now. Okay. We're about to compare. You know what? We're gonna compare GSP and Islam. Let's compare their wins. I know it's okay. I'm not gonna try to say but the competition is better, but I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to. Okay. Let's close this out. Let's do this. Okay. Islam's resume. There you go. We just looked at that. GSP's resume. Okay, you're saying that he's beating 13. You're saying that he's beating these championship level guys. Okay. Yes. At the time. Now, you cannot change my mind on this, but some of these title fights, like a Josh. Oh, that's not a title fight. My fault. But did he not fight Josh Koscheck? Yeah. Josh Koscheck. Is Josh Koscheck ranked in today's mixed martial arts in today's welterweight division? No. So you're saying championship level guys, yes, at the time. This is the thing, bro. How many UFC fights did he? Okay, so he won one. Dude, GSP did not have to work his way to a title shot. This man fought for the title in his third UFC fight. So, what would Islam have done? I know they both show improvements, but like you're saying they have this is why these fighters have so many title wins because they get dropped in the title fight right away. That's what I think. That's what I think at least. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. He was in a title fight in his third ever UFC fight. Okay. I know Josh Koscheck was good at the time. I'm just saying I just believe in the evolution of the game. Maybe I'm biased because I'm more of a new gen fan, I guess. But yeah, Matt Serra, you should first of all, fluky, yes, you shouldn't be losing to Matt Serra. You can say Islam got KO'd by Alexandre Pantoja. But anyway, John Fitch was tough. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and act like he wasn't. Matt Hughes, obviously tough. Thiago Alves, I mean, decent, decent. Dan Hardy, Dan Hardy, best win being Dwayne Bang Ludwig. That's crazy. Being Mike Swick. Dan Hardy, is Dan Hardy better than a Dan Hooker? No. Is Dan Hardy ranked in today's welterweight division? No. I agree with. I see what you're saying. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yes, I see what you're saying. I'm a New Gen fan too, but people always discredit. Yes, people. It gets way too blown out of proportion. People are discrediting these old head fighters. Like I agree with what you're saying. I don't think their resume compare. It's hard to you just can't compare eras. At the end of the day, you can't. You just can't do it. You cannot compare eras. Same thing with LeBron and Michael Jordan, bro. I think Michael Jordan is the GOAT, but I think LeBron is better, if that makes sense. Same way, when you're looking at greatness, I think, ooh, uh, yeah. Greatness, you could make the argument that um that GSP is greater than Islam, but I would make the argument that Islam is better than GSP, if that makes sense to you guys. That's what I think. That's what I think. Let's see. Another hot take. Colby was winning the scorecards versus Usman in the first fight before he lost by early stoppage. I gotta rewatch that fight, bro. I haven't watched that fight in a while. I don't remember, to be honest. Was it not 2-2? Was it not 2-2 in the last? Did he not get finished in the fifth? I think he got finished in the fifth. Hey, if y'all are enjoying the stream, bro, hit the like button, bro. Hit that like button, man. Covington versus Usman. Let's see. First fight. Wait, which one was the first? Let me see. 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 Let's just pull up Kamaru Usman. Dude, I hope Kamaru gets it done. I hope Kamaru Usman gets it done. Chael is still undefeated. Facts. UFC 245. All right, bet. Wait, we can pull up the scorecard. Okay. I'm just looking at the stats right now. I do need to rewatch that fight. So take this with a grain of salt, man. That's a good saying right there. Write that one down. We're here for the vocab lessons, man. But okay, on the scorecards, or not scorecards, it says 2 knockdowns for Kamaru Usman, 0 for Colby, and Usman outstruck him by 30ish strikes. Let's see the scorecards, actually. Usman versus Covington 1 scorecards. Let's see what they say. Hey, did anybody see the O'Malley and Marab scorecards? They had Marab up 2-0. They had him up 2-0. I thought it was 1-1. I thought that Sean took the second round, but he didn't. He didn't. Usman, oh my gosh. They had it tied. It says Kamaru Usman 39-37 on one scorecard. Other scorecard had Covington 39-37, and the last one had it tied up. So we would have. I guess whoever would have won the last round would have won. Would have won the fight. I need to rewatch that fight. I need to rewatch that. Yuri will slump Little Ank. Let's go for that. I love that, man. I love that. I absolutely love that. I hope so, bro. I seriously hope so. I would be so happy. Imagine we're in a world. Okay, listen, guys. Here, just hear me out, bro. This is best case scenario. This is also a UFC video idea I have. But best case scenario, imagine Yuri beats Ankalaev and becomes champ, and imagine Charles beats Ilya. And we have Volkanovski, Yuri, and Charles all as champions simultaneously once again. Absolute cinema, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh, don't get me salivating and fantasizing about things. Sorry, bro. Sorry. I just had to get that out. Just had to get that out there. 315 craziest robbery. I have it 50-43. Dude, I want to rewatch that fight. That was such a good fight. Usman Colby one's a very underrated fight. Wrestling equalize each other, and we got a slugfest. Great fight. Dude, it is very, I agree. That is underrated. Nobody talks about those fights, to be honest. People don't really talk about Usman Colby that much. You don't hear, you don't hear people bringing that fight up very much, to be honest. O'Malley beats everyone else at bantamweight. No one else can put up the wrestling pressure like Merab. Yeah. The thing is about this, I think maybe this is a hot take to some of you, but I think O'Malley looked good. I think that O'Malley looked good in his fight with Merab. Merab is just a different animal, bro. I think O'Malley made some or showed some improvements, showed some good adjustments. And even though he was losing the rounds, I still thought he looked good in rounds 1 and 2. Round 3 was a different thing, but yeah, I like that take. I think O'Malley probably beats. Oh, you know what? Let's pull up the bantamweight rankings, bro. Let's match make O'Malley with everybody. Let me pull up. Oh, that was nasty. That was nasty. Let's see the bantamweight rankings, dude. I don't know if O'Malley beats Jan. I mean, beats well, yeah, Jan too. But okay, bantamweight. He does not beat Merab. We've seen this now. Umar versus O'Malley. That's a good fight. I lean towards Umar actually. I would go with Umar. I think. Yeah. Who you got, Usman or Buckley? I got Buckley. Sadly, um would love to see Usman get it done, but I don't really see a clear path to victory for Usman, man. Maybe that's crazy. Maybe he can land a couple takedowns. Maybe he can, pop that jab, man. Pop that jab on him. I don't know, bro. I think Buckley's gonna win that one, to be honest, and it's sad. I would love to see Usman win. But yeah, okay. O'Malley. I think Umar beats O'Malley. Jan versus O'Malley, tough fight. I think O'Malley wins the rematch, actually. I think O'Malley wins a rematch. I think O'Malley beats Sandhagen. Sandhagen's crafty. That's the definition of crafty. When I think of crafty, I think of crafty Corey Sandhagen. That should be his nickname, low key. Sandman's tough, but crafty Corey Sandhagen, that's a good name. I think O'Malley pieces him up though. Corey Sandhagen's a good striker. He's not an elite striker. He's not, bro. When has Corey Sandhagen outstruck a great striker? I don't think he has. I don't know if he has. Song Yadong. I got O'Malley Figueredo. I got O'Malley Chito Vera. We've seen that. And then the rest are nobodies. O'Malley beats everybody except Umar and Merab, I think. That's what I think. Vinicius Oliveira, man, he's on the come up, man. People don't know about Vinicius. Oh, did y'all see Cejudo is calling out O'Malley? Honestly, I could get behind that fight, bro. I could be fine with that fight. I really could. I think they're gonna do more of a O'Malley versus Song Yadong or O'Malley versus Figgy. But if they did O'Malley versus Cejudo, I could get behind it. I could. Cejudo wants his tune-up fight, man. But yeah, I think he would knock out Cejudo. I think he would. I don't think that fight would be close. I think he would knock out Cejudo, and then maybe fight. Depending on where we're at, maybe get like a Jan rematch. Maybe fight a Numar. I don't know. Maybe fight like a loser of a Merab title fight. I don't know, man. People are acting like Sean O'Malley's washed for losing to Merab. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Casual top 15 super heavyweight. Easy. Top 2 and not 2. Okay? Okay. What a casual take. Corey subs O'Malley. I don't think so. I don't think so. What do you think he hits him with? Inverted triangle, man? I don't know. I mean, it's not ridiculous to say that. Corey is a better grappler than O'Malley. O'Malley's defensive grappling is good. I get that he got subbed by Merab, but Merab's just a different level, bro. I don't really see. I could see Corey getting maybe O'Malley down a couple times. I don't see him holding O'Malley down. I don't. I really don't. I think O'Malley beats Sandhagen. That's a banger fight, though. Absolute banger fight. Let's see. Seriously though, what if Munoz beat O'Malley? Yeah, they should run it back, dude. You know what I was thinking about this today about UFC robberies, and I just rewatched Piotr Jan versus O'Malley. Imagine how different the UFC world would be if Jan would have got the nod, and I think Jan should have won the fight. I think he did win the fight, but imagine how different everything would be. Seriously, what would O'Malley have done after losing to Jan? Which he still would have got a ranked fight. Would he have fought? Um, maybe Munoz again. Maybe maybe they just went a straight ahead and did the Cheeto Vera fight. Maybe I don't know, but he would have had to win two more after that to fight for the title. I don't know, man. I don't know. Sean isn't washed, just isn't as good as he thinks. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Who you got, Umar or Marab in a rematch? Umar was winning the fight, bro. Umar was winning the fight. He won the first two rounds. He says he broke his hand. I'm not using that as an excuse. You know what? Right, if Umar were to hop into a fight right now, I would say Marab. But I want to see. I would say Marab still. I think Marab broke him. I think Marab broke Umar, to be honest. So right now, I want to see some improvements from Umar. I want to see him hop in the cage one more time. If he gets another win, I think you can give him another title shot. That fight was so good. That was a really good fight. The Umar win will age the best. That's analogous. Ana, that's a big word. Hey, Luke with the vocab lesson, man. Analogous to like Batman is. I just read Bantam as Batman. My fault, bro. My fault, bro. Yeah, it's like a bantamweight Islam. Yes, the Umar win is going to age beautifully, and Marab, dude, Marab's wins they're just going to age beautifully, all of them. The Yan win, the O'Malley win, I think is still going to age well. If he beats Corey Sandhagen, that's a great win. The Umar win is going to age beautifully. It is. It really is. I don't see. Maybe Yan could beat Umar. The only people that have potential to beat Umar is O'Malley and Yan. O'Malley and Yan, and then I guess Marab, obviously. But I think he beats O'Malley. I think Jan's a tougher fight than O'Malley, but I think he beats Jan too. I want to see that fight so bad, bro. I want to see that fight so bad. So bad. So bad. What do you do for work? This is my work, bro. To be honest, this is my work. I'm a student right now. I'm still in school. But yeah, this is my work right now. Hey, y'all just donate like $100, bro, and I can make this my full-time job, bro. It's not hard, man. It's not like I asked for much. Y'all hit the like button, bro. Y'all hit the like button, man. I also read Batman. Facts, dude. Facts. Bruce Wayne would dominate the UFC. Exactly, dude. Exactly. And that's a real thing. Marab didn't break Umar. Okay. But it humbled him big time, just like Adriano humbled Islam. Umar can come back stronger and smarter. I agree. Okay, I like what you. I think he broke him in the fight. I think Umar didn't want to be in there anymore. That's what I think. But I think this loss is really good for. I think this loss is going to be great for Umar. I don't think it's going to get held against him very much. He got pushed to the title pretty quickly. I think his obviously the loss is going to age well because Marab's a top 10 fighter of all time. And I think Umar's going to continue to get better. He's young. The loss is going to be fine. When his career's said and done, people aren't going to look at that fight and be like, well, bro, he lost to Marab. I don't think it's going to be held against him very much, to be honest. That's what I think. That's what I think. Did you hear UFC is doing a jiu-jitsu thing? I did. I didn't really look into it, but yeah, I heard about it. I saw Dana saying something about it. I don't know. Hot take: Jones' resume is low key becoming underrated. Yeah, people are starting. I'm guilty of this sometimes, but people are starting to underrate every single older fighter's resume. Yeah, that's just what it is. But yeah, Jones has some wins that are getting underrated. He wasn't fighting Cans. I'm not going to sit here and say that anybody was fighting Cans. They're all good fighters. But obviously, the competition has jumped up tremendously, in my opinion. But yeah, everybody's resume is kind of getting underrated. It's going to be like that probably. The next generation is probably going to say that Islam's resume is not very good, or Volkanovski's resume. You're kind of starting to see it with like a Kamaru Usman and the Israel Adesanya. People are starting to say that Izzy and Usman's resumes aren't all that, which comparatively to some, they're not, just because the welterweight division at that time was not very good for Usman, in my opinion. The welterweight division's a lot better now. And then the middleweight division's also a lot better now than it was when Izzy was running it. But that's just what's gonna happen, man. That's just what's gonna happen with eras. People are gonna say, "Oh, they're fighting plumbers." It's like basketball, same thing. They're fighting plumbers, but they're fighting mailmen. I don't know. That's what you know. What they're probably gonna say. They're probably gonna say that these UFC fighters are fighting content creators because every UFC fighter has a YouTube channel. They're fighting YouTubers, bro. They were fighting YouTubers. Probably something like that. I don't know. Who's your top 10 list? We're gonna do a GOAT list very soon, bro. I'm gonna have to really dive into it, man. I'm gonna put my heart and soul into it. We're gonna do a top 10, maybe top 15 GOAT list. But yeah, you got to throw guys like Anthony Smith in there. You got to throw guys like Shamil Ghaziev's close. I'd probably put him at 11 or 12. We'll have to really dive into it. So I see it. I think we would get Umar versus Sean O'Malley, which is a banger. It is a banger fight. I really hope they don't do that now. I want to see that fight down the line. Both guys are still young. I think you could still say Umar has not entered his prime. Okay, maybe I'm glazing. Maybe I'm glazing. How old is Umar actually? But yeah, I don't want to see that fight right now. I want to see O'Malley take a step down. Umar's 29. O'Malley's what, 30? Yeah. I want to see them fight in like 2 years, maybe next year. I want O'Malley to go get a win against a guy like a Song Yadong or a Figueiredo. Actually, I think they're probably going to do Song Yadong versus Umar. So maybe you do Song Yadong versus Umar. Maybe you do Cejudo versus O'Malley. I don't know. Cejudo's calling for it. I think I could get behind the fight, though, to be honest. And then maybe you do the winners fight the winners. Like maybe then you do Sean versus Umar if Marav's still running the division, which I think he will be. Or maybe I could also see this, bro. I could see this. Imagine Umar beats like a. I'm just speculating. Maybe Umar beats like a Song Yadong. Okay, and then let's just say O'Malley gets a win against a Cejudo. At this point, maybe we're looking early next year. Let's say Marab beats Corey Sandhagen. He probably beats Corey Sandhagen and a Piotr Jan. So at this point, Marab, does he want to fight? He's not going to fight O'Malley in a trilogy. Is he going to fight Umar in a rematch? I don't think he wants that, to be honest. I could see him jumping to 145 at that time. So that would set up Umar versus Sean O'Malley in a year or two, vacant title. I'm cooking, bro. I'm cooking. Let's be honest, I'm cooking. I'm cooking. And that would actually be a really hyped up fight. It would be a really hyped up fight. I would be really excited for it, to be honest. Just saying, you know. Song, but not in a musical way, you know. Take it easy, casual taking chat. See y'all soon. All right, Luke. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Like the stream before you go if you haven't already. Just make the Jan rematch already. It's the fight to make. Yes, but if I was Dana White, which I'm gonna put in maybe we should start a petition for Casual Take to run the UFC, but I'm gonna make a video actually talking about my application to run the UFC. But anyway, yeah, I would do Jan versus O'Malley, or I would do Jan versus Umar. I would not book Jan versus Marcus McGee. It's gonna be a good fight, but I don't want to. It doesn't make sense rankings wise, bro. It just kind of screws everything up. Can you get that glove up close to the camera in the background? I got you, bro. Oh, don't want to break it. I don't want to take it out of the thing. I don't think. Maybe we can just do this if he wants to see it. Hey, oh, hey. Is that fire or what, bro? Is that fire or what? Yeah, I know y'all are jealous, bro. Y'all are jealous. I get to meet Dustin Poirier. Oh, we put it on backwards. Cousin Gamrot came through in the clutch. Song, I'm here for you, dog. I like that one, bro. All right, is that straight? Is that straight? I don't know. We'll just roll with that. We'll just roll with that. Ilya Taporia is going to be the goat. Dude, he does. He does have goat potential, bro. He really does. Imagine. Okay, I don't want to speak this into existence, but imagine Ilya Taporia finishes Charles Oliveira, and then let's just say Islam comes back down and he beats Islam. Where do you put Ilya Taporia on a goat list? If his 4 wins in a row are Volkanovski, Max Holloway, Charles Oliveira, and Islam Makhachev, where do you put him? Do you put him as the GOAT? He's in the top 5 at least? I mean, if he does that, retires, or what if he does that and then you add he goes up to welterweight, or no, listen here. Does it add more if Ilya Taporia chins Charles Oliveira and then moves up to welterweight, vacates his lightweight title, becomes 3 division champion against Islam or JDM, either one? I think he might be the GOAT, bro. I think he's the GOAT. At that point, it is very much quality over quantity. I don't care. I don't care if he retires at that point. But people say John ducked Kane. Really? I don't know if I've heard that, to be honest. You think he's one? I think he's one. If people consider Habib the GOAT, Ilya could be considered the GOAT, yeah. Add Arman, Justin, and JDM, and he is the GOAT. Dude, even if Ilya beats Charles, which is already a tall task, I hope Charles wins that one, man. But if Ilya beats Charles and then defends against Arman Sarukian, I mean, we're already talking not GOAT, but we're talking way on up there. Way on up there. Tammy Slayton going to be bantamweight women's GOAT. Tammy Slayton. Who's that? Is she new? I don't keep up with women's MMA, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Dude, what is this? What is going on, bro? What what is my chat talking about, man? Tammy Slayton. Brother, Australia don't have wrestling. uh Piotr got that fight book so we can see Umar versus the loser, Sean versus Marab. So we might see Umar. So we might see Umar versus Sean, and the winner get the winner of Corey Sandman. The thing, see, this is the thing though. Umar made it clear that he wants to fight in October. So Umar wants an Abu Dhabi matchup, which is going to be hard to get him a fight. Somebody who wants to fight Umar in his backyard. It's going to be tough. But Sean doesn't want to come back till he said probably December. Maybe Umar waits till December. They could probably get him on board for that. But I think they're going to do. Is Song Yadong booked? Let me make sure Song Yadong is not booked. Is he? Does anybody know if Song Yadong is booked? Because I think that makes sense for Umar. I think that makes sense for Umar. Is Song Yadong booked? I don't think he is. I don't think he is. Sean deserves a title shot again. Facts. Sean versus Marab. The trilogy is going to be next. Book it. Book it. 1,000-pound sisters. Who you got, Nunes or Harrison? I guess. Probably Kayla Harrison. The Michael Bisping trolling style begins. I know, bro. Uh-oh. Not good. Are you going to put yourself on this GOAT list? Maybe so, bro. Y'all have to stay tuned, man. Y'all got to stay tuned. I'm excited for the GOAT list. I have a lot of fun making them. I love seeing everybody argue about a GOAT list. There's no, everybody's GOAT list is different to some extent. But I don't know, bro. Ngannou beats you. Now that is a hot take. Ronnie just said Ngannou beats casual take MMA. That's a hot take that I disagree with. I think everybody in the chat disagrees. And I think that fight will be done in one. I think that fight would be done. Y'all know Ngannou's been ducking forever. Of course, when I start doing this, then Ngannou wants to potentially make his return to the UFC. He's not ever going to come back. But yeah, that's a hot take, and I disagree. Okay, hot take. Sean deserved that title shot. I agree with you. I'm not going to say he didn't deserve it necessarily. I don't think he earned it. But with the state of the UFC, the state that the UFC was in, what else would they have done? I mean, Merab made it clear he didn't want to sit around and wait. So were they going to give Corey Sandhagen a title shot off of a loss to Umar? Were they going to give Umar an immediate title rematch? Were they going to give Jan a title fight, which Jan fought? Who's his last fight? Figgy, which was November. Were they going to give Jan a title fight off a win to Figgy? I mean, and how do you sell a Jan versus Merab rematch when Merab, that's Merab's most dominant performance. He 50-45 Jan, if I'm not mistaken. So I think I didn't mind the Sean O'Malley fight at all, to be honest. Let's see. Are we really giving Corey a shot with Win versus Figgy? The UFC is getting interesting, bro. Because people aren't. Why? Yeah, there's no backlash about a Corey Sandhagen title shot at all right now. Corey Sandhagen's on a one-fight win streak, guys. With a win over Figueiredo, who Jan also just beat Figueiredo. Also, Figueiredo got injured in your fight, which I know that you forced the injury, but yeah, I mean it honestly makes more sense to have Jan fight for the title. Also, Jan has the head-to-head victory over Corey Sandhagen, which was a while ago, but he has that. Why are we booking Jan versus Marcus McGee? I don't know, man. I get Corey Sandhagen's a fresh matchup, but yeah, I don't know. Sean Strickland versus Joe Pyfer. Sean Strickland wins that one. Dude, I don't like either of those guys. uh, do you think Nunes is top 15 or top 20 overall? If you put her in all time list, I usually just don't put any women in a GOAT list. But I mean, yeah, you could say that. You could definitely say that. She's by far the women's MMA GOAT for sure. For sure. Yeah, but Corey never fought Merab. Yes, that's true. It is a fresh matchup. The UFC likes fresh matchups. Charles versus Ilya. Round 2. Uncle Volk cashing in Money in the Bank. Coming not from Land Down Under, but Matt of Octagon. He come from under the ring and submits Ilya and signs treaty with Charles. Oh, yeah. That's valid. That is valid. I like that take. That's actually probably pretty accurate, to be honest. It's pretty accurate. Hot take. Mario Bautista or Jan deserves a title shot over Corey Mario. I think Jan deserves it over Corey. Mario Bautista, though, I can't hop on that train, to be honest. But Mario Bautista is not far off from a title shot at all, to be honest. He's not. He's not. I think Sean was a decent rematch. He did well in his fight against Merab. Umar had a broken hand. The others were busy and coming off losses. Yes, I agree. I don't think it would. Dude, people were being so critical about the O'Malley rematch, which I never got. I was fine with it. People just like to hate on everything, bro. But I don't I don't know, bro. I was fine with it. I didn't have any problem with that fight. Hot take, John Jones is a good guy. That is a hot take. That's a very hot take, man. John Jones is a good guy. Kayla Harrison beats Sean O'Malley. I would love to see that, but I disagree. I get what you're saying. Kayla Harrison, great grappler. Sean O'Malley just got destroyed in the grappling department, but it's different, bro. O'Malley chins are bad. I think he chins her bad. What would you do if Ilya subs Charles? If Ilya submits Charles Oliveira, guys, we need to have some serious talks about Ilya Taporia being the best fighter in the world. If Ilya subs Charles, I'm fine with putting him at pound for pound number one. Outstriking or knocking out two of the greatest strikers ever. Two of the top, they're probably top 10 strikers of all time in Max Holloway and Volkanovski. Outstriking or knocking out both of those guys and then submitting the most dangerous grappler, maybe not the most dangerous, but the most proven submission threat in the UFC history, which would be Charles. So I think he's pound for pound number one. Bautista and O'Malley train at the lab together, so we'll never get that fight. I made a video about that too. O'Malley versus Mario Bautista, I could get behind that just because I think O'Malley would chin him. Tougher fight than some people might think, but I think O'Malley would knock him out. I think he would. And I could be okay with that. Let's see. Would you put Kayla in the rankings in men UFC? Dude, she is a tank. She might be a man. We got a DNA test her, bro. There's no way she has not come from the Brock Lesnar family tree. There's no way. There's no way. Bryce Mitchell has the pound for pound IQ brain in the UFC. Bryce Mitchell. Y'all saw he's going down to bantamweight, right? I'm curious to see. Dude, he's fighting soon. He might be fighting on the Abu Dhabi card, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, that's going to be very interesting. Ryder, what's good, bro? I tried the fight duel thing and I'm on the emojis and I can't find out who this is. I need help. Ryder, I would help you, but that's how we opened up the stream today. We opened up the stream with that and it was confusing. We eventually got it. It still doesn't it's hard, bro. It's hard. It is hard. Yeah. See, Ryder, I would help you. I know the answer, though. We already did it. We already did it. But think of, or tell me where's your head at, Ryder? What are you thinking? What's your thought process right now? I can try to guide you a little bit, I guess. But yeah, dude, I'm excited. Maybe we should do that every single day. The fight duel. I posted it on TikTok, bro. I posted yesterday's on TikTok. We did it today. Being fat makes it harder to use BJJ against. Do you want me to leave? Wait, what? What am I? What? No, Rick, no. Bryce Mitchell's smart. He is smart. I mean, like, okay, he's not smart. He's not smart. He's not smart. Hey, bro, W stream, but you should think about ending it immediately and rating your boy. I'm starving. Rating your boy. Lorenzo predicts. Lorenzo predicts. You want me to end, bro? You want me to end, dog? We actually are going to end pretty soon, I think. But Ryder, when you're looking at the tree, okay, dude, this is such a hard. It's a hard thing, but like when you look at the third emoji, don't think of like illness. Don't think of like somebody being sick. Think of where the bandage is, okay? Think of that, okay? Is that the real Lorenzo predicts in here? Lazy. Bump, 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 bump. Oh, he is. Lorenzo predicts. I see him now. He's live on. Yeah, he's live on YouTube. Hey, PFL World. Oh, actually, PFL's on, bro. I don't watch the PFL, but what's his name? What's the dude on TikTok's name? It's like Alexi Pergande or something like that. I actually want to watch him. I see him on TikTok. Bryce is the guy you go fishing with. Hey, I would go fishing with him, bro. Hey, have y'all seen that Guru and Bryce Mitchell are gonna go fishing together, bro? That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a fun video. Well, I'm here if you need me, brother. Great stream though, for real. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, dude. W Lorenzo. Lorenzo only wants to use you casual. Israel is the greatest Chinese fighter. Stop talking about my goat, bro. Stop talking about my goat. Dude, I almost got an Israel Adesanya signed glove instead, but it was a lot more difficult, man. You know, I have my connections with Gamrot. Gamrot does not have the connections with Izzy right now, so that's what we got, bro. Dude, wait. So I'm finna check when's. I know PFL's on, so let's see. I want to see where they're at because I want to see Alexi per. I think he's fighting tonight. I think he's fighting tonight. Let me see. Let me see. I don't even know how to pull that up. I've never watched PFL. The only PFL fight I've watched was Ngannou's last fight, trying to get film. Is there an emoji that hints to their nickname? See, this is what I was thinking. No, Ryder, no. I was thinking the tree was like hinting towards like wood or some type of tree. No, none of them hint towards a nickname. Just think of. I don't know how to say it without giving it away. First of all, you can probably just about disregard the first one, but dude, how do I give a hint? Really think about the third emoji, okay? Think about the third emoji and just think about like where the bandage is, okay? Think about where the bandage is. You got me? Well, really look at that one. Michael, what's good? Michael LeBron. Yo, I got a question. If you could be at any UFC fight, what fight would it be and why? Ooh, that's a good question, bro. If I could be at any UFC fight in UFC history, oh, my bias is kicking in. My bias is saying UFC 287, but hmm, let me think about that. Let me think about that. Any fight in UFC history, dude, I might say 287. I might say Izzy knocking out Pereira. Y'all know I'm an Izzy fan. That's probably my favorite moment in UFC history. I know it's biased, but like I think that's what comes to mind. That's what comes to mind. Dude, I would oh my gosh, I would love that. I would love that. PFL, we watch hockey, bro. Do you goon like Chase Hooper? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Will you oil up if Tom John gets announced? Bro, why y'all want me to oil up so bad, bro? Am I the new Dana? Habib versus Connor, bro. Okay, yeah. Actually, yeah. That would that would probably be my answer. Habib versus Connor. UFC 229 would probably be my answer. Let's be real. You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. You're right. Hot take: Mauricio Rufy beats Topuria and Arman. That is a hot take. That is a hot take. I think. Ooh, yeah. We still don't know too much about him yet. We got to see him against an elite grappler. I think Arman beats the brakes off of him right now. Right now. If Izzy was in front of you, what would you do? Oh, wait. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Does it make sense or know the answer? Um, the answer kind of, I mean, not really. It kind of does when you know the answer, but all right, we're gonna get this router. Just think of the third one. Again, think of where the bandage is, and then when you look at the fourth one, think of the Earth. The fourth and fifth one go together. Think of the fourth and fifth one together. Earth and alien. How could they be connected? I'm really trying not to give it away. I could easily give it away, but think of how the last two go together. Kind of. I might just be making it way harder. But I thought it was so funny how he trolled him after he knocked him out. Dude, that was awesome. It was awesome. Oh, it was so awesome. Hot take: Women's MMA is boring and should be discontinued. Shouldn't even be a hot take. I agree. I really agree. I agree with that, bro. If you could match make a fight right now, who are you picking? If I could match make any fight, hmm, kind of want to say, kind of want to say Ilya versus Islam. You know what? Y'all are gonna call me a casual, bro. Whatever. I'm not even joking when I say this. I'm not even joking. Conor McGregor versus Islam. Does Conor have any chance in this fight? No. But, dude, you cannot act like you would not be hyped. You cannot tell me you would not be hyped to see Conor McGregor fighting for the title against Habib's apprentice, dude. That would be so fun. That would be so much fun, bro. That would be awesome. If Izzy was in front of you, what would you do? Answer the question. If Izzy was in front of me, boy, don't get me. I'm telling you, don't get me salivating, bro. Don't get me salivating and fantasizing about things, okay? Okay. Prime Connor could chin Islam. Hear me out. He could. The thing is, he definitely could have success on the feet. Islam's very defensively responsible nowadays, though. I don't know if he would chin him. Are you still dating Alexa Grasso? Bro, come on. Come on, Joe. You're supposed to keep that on the DL. Keep that on the DL, bro. Come on, gang. Come on, bro. Can't be leaking me like that. We're finna get out of here soon, guys. We're finna get out of here soon. But yeah, I think Islam takes Connor down, submits him. The thing is, Islam's wrestling's not as good as Habib's, though. It's not. So he might have a harder time getting him down, but I still think Islam would win. Who you got, JDM or Islam, dude? The more I think about that fight, the more I start leaning towards JDM. I really do. I really do. But right now, I'm still rocking with my guy Islam. But dude, JDM could very well win that fight. Dude, I don't know. Maybe my bias is kicking in. Maybe JDM does win. JDM genuinely might be Islam. He might. I would be so sad if JDM beats Islam and then Islam goes down and fights Ilya and loses that too. Dude, people would clown him. People would say he's worse than Habib. Everybody would start putting Habib over him again. It would just be sad. Toro versus McGregor at featherweight. Dude, banger fight. Absolute banger fight. Hmm. Okay, when I envision this fight, I see obviously Taporia on the front foot, but Connor could be fine fighting off his back foot. So Connor at featherweight was usually on the pressure anyway, though. But maybe Connor just wouldn't let Taporia back him up. Connor, a lot of kicks, dude. Maybe featherweight Connor could get it done, but I kind of still lean towards Ilya. Kind of lean towards Ilya. Islam's wrestling isn't as good as Habib. I think Connor would have a much better chance against Islam. I agree. I got JDM by TKO, bro. Ryder, dude, I think he. I don't want to say it, bro. I'm kind of starting to lead towards JDM. I'm gonna be rooting. I'm gonna be cheering my butt off, man, for Islam. I really want Islam to win. Prime Connor beats Ilya. Better movement, gets hit less. The thing is, I think Connor's the more. He's a more fluid striker. Ilya's gonna have he's gonna have a power advantage, but not. Yeah, he's definitely gonna have a power advantage, but Connor can crack too. What's the reach? What's the reach looking like? Is Connor a 72 guy? I think he's like 72. 74. Oh wow. Oh wow. Dude, Connor might could piece him up. I think the way I see it going is okay, Connor would have a 5-inch reach advantage. So I think Connor would be flowing, landing some good kicks. I think Connor would be winning the striking exchanges, but I think he could get caught. But at the same time, Connor could knock out Taporia. Taporia's hard to hit though, too. Taporia's not easy to hit. Neither is Connor, but Um, I could see Connor winning early and Taporia catching him. I also think Taporia would also use his wrestling in that fight. I think Ilya would win. Online it says you're 5'7". I don't know. You must be on Wikipedia, buddy. Try 6'7". Try 6'7". Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. Oh, four fighters skill combined to make the GOAT. Okay. I like that. I like that question. Four, I can do it in two, honestly, but yeah, four fighters skill wise. Okay. Okay. I'm taking cardio. You know what? We're mixing Marab because I want the cardio. I want the gas tank of Marab. We're also taking the grappling of. Oh, we could. Oh, low key could go. I'm between two guys. I'm between Habib and Hamzat Chimaev. Hmm. Because I think Hamzat's a little more dangerous. I'm gonna go, dude. I might go Habib actually. I'm gonna go Habib. I think the top pressure is a little bit better. I think Habib is more versatile on the ground actually because Hamzat, you don't see Hamzat like sitting in guard. Hamzat, there's certain spots that he likes. Habib's more versatile, so I'm going Habib, Marab, even though Habib's gas tank's great as well. Striking, striking, striking. I kind of want to go. I really kind of want to say Pereira because of the power, the striking. I'm thinking Pereira. Thinking Pereira. Habib's takedowns weren't good. I promise you, if Habib's takedowns were good, but we could go. You could go Hamzat if you want to. But if Habib, listen, if Habib has the skill of Pereira on the feet, I promise you his takedowns are going to be phenomenal. I promise it's going to open up so many things. If Habib had Pereira's power and striking, he's not gonna. He's nobody's gonna stuff a takedown against him ever. And if they do, they're just getting knocked out. You pick your poison. And then one more fighter to mix. Actually, I'm gonna mix. We're gonna say Pereira, Hamza, and Habib. We're gonna take the best of both for them and Marab. That's what. If you're saying skills, if I needed like a frame, I would probably throw John Jones in there. I could probably John Jones at his elbows, his ground and pound. Habib's got good. I probably should have thrown John Jones in there to be honest. That's probably what I should have did. Who's winning, Usman or Buckley? Buckley. You can't figure out who it is, Ryder. It's tough, man. Okay. How do I the tree one? I'm just gonna say this. The tree one, maybe it gives away, maybe it doesn't. The tree one, think of it's just like something this person does. Like this I'll just say this person chops wood. I don't know if that's gonna give it away, but that's what the tree means. That's what the tree means. I was thinking GSP because he always used to wear a headband. Nope. Nope. All right. Do you watch Black Clover? Yes. We I don't know where I'm at. I watched it a while ago. And then it got like discontinued or paused. But yeah, we got Asta back there. We also got We got Asta and right there. Tough. It's tough. Yep. Yes, sir. Habib's takedowns against the fence were amazing, but in the open they were bad. Yeah, I mean that's another thing. We're mixing the matching fighters. Habib's usually he's like Marab in a way that he's always on the pressure. He's on the pressure, backs you up against the cage, he shoots a takedown. Yeah. Nick is goaded. Hot take, but I think Oliveira will beat Ilya. That's not crazy. It's really not crazy, bro. Your prediction on how the fight will end with Usman and Buckley. How the fight will end. I'm gonna say, dude, Buckley very well could knock out Usman. Usman's not chinny by any means. Buckley's got a lot of pop, a lot of power, puts a lot into his shots. But I'm gonna say that I think Kamaru Usman's gonna look good. I don't think Usman's going to look washed. I think he's going to look good, but I think it's just going to be a step behind. I think Buckley's going to win a close decision, actually. I think it's going to be closer than some people might think. Some people think Buckley's going to run through him. Maybe he does. I'm going to say Buckley by decision. That's what I think. He could knock him out. He very well could. I'm going to say Buckley by decision, though. It's a bad matchup for Usman, to be honest. Let's go. My favorite anime? Yes, sir. My favorite anime probably. Do I have? I think I have one. Attack on Titan. Yeah, we got Levi back there as well. We got Lee. What did I just read, bro? I'm joshing my van. Ryder, you got it? You have to know the fighter to get it, but I got it. I'm still confused with the third emoji. I think what it's trying to say is I don't know what the shorts. I thought the shorts were just trying to mean like somehow referring to camo shorts, custom shorts. The tree he chops wood. The third one I was thinking like CTE, like he's mentally ill maybe because it looks like somebody that's sick with the bandages on his head, maybe mentally ill. And then flat Earth and aliens, more conspiracy stuff. That's what I think. That's what I think it was. If Oliveira wins, he the lightweight goat? No, he's not the lightweight goat, but is he enough? I don't mind. I really don't mind it if you put him two. He's 100% top three. I think he already is top three. Does he jump Habib in terms of lightweight legacy? No, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. Stanley Cup Finals is lit right now. Should I turn it on, bro? I'm about to get out of here. Actually, probably within 5 minutes. Habib or Marab if they both fought in the same weight class in their primes. Ooh, Habib versus Marab. Dude, what a matchup. Habib, Marab, pound for pound. I want to say Habib. I don't think that. The thing is, Marab would not be scared to shoot on Habib at all. Who have we really seen shoot on Habib, really? At least later in his career, nobody. Dude, Marab maybe could win that fight. Honestly, Marab maybe could, pound for pound. Maybe he could. I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna go Habib though. I think Habib's a higher level wrestler, but Marab with the gas tank. Habib's got a great gas tank as well. My favorite is Black Clover and Naruto. Valid. Yo, casuals representing the Yu-Gi-Oh community. Yes, sir. We got a whole anime section, bro. We got Yu-Gi-Oh, Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia, which I didn't even watch that much of. I watched some of it. Black Clover and Naruto. But yeah, Usman could have a crafty vet performance. I hope so. Day 22 on the list, you will win. Are we on day 22 now? I gotta record that. I still haven't recorded that yet. We're gonna post that when we get off stream. I'm gonna post two more videos probably. But we're finna hop out of here real soon, guys. Hit the like button before we get out of here. I got Oliveira. I hope Oliveira submits to Poirier in one, but I don't think that will happen. Dude, honestly, I made a breakdown on this fight. I was thinking maybe the longer it goes, the more it favors Oliveira, which I still agree with. We've seen if you go watch some of Ilya's old fights, like against maybe it was Yusuf Salal, he's gassed out before. But at the same time, does Charles have a better chance to just be chaotic early, really chaotic clash with Ilya, or does he have a better chance being patient with Ilya? I don't know. I really don't know. Should Sean O'Malley move up a weight class? We made a whole video on that. I don't think he should. I don't think he's physical enough, man. I don't think he has the strength, to be honest. I don't think so. If John Jones agreed to Tom to fight, who would win? I keep going back and forth on that, man. Everybody's saying Tom, which is a valid pick. It's not a casual take at all, man. See what I did there? But I'm gonna say John. I might pick John Jones there. Even though he's older, he's slower. I'm going with the craftiness, man. AOT over Naruto because Naruto fillers are too long. Facts, bro. That's a hardcore take. Naruto, man, there'll be one fight scene for like 12 episodes, bro. And the filler. Yeah, there's so many filler. Anime filler list, if you don't know, now you know. Make a hardcore quiz, bros, if those are the best. Beth. Oh my God, just developed a lisp for a second. Ryder, I got you. We'll do a hardcore quiz tomorrow. We'll do one tomorrow. If Oliveira, I'm going to pretend to get knocked down by a jab, and then if Ilya follows up, tries to sub Ilya, is on the ground or a body shot. The thing is, I don't want to see Charles try to go to his back, dude. I know he's dangerous off of his back, but I don't think he's going to submit Ilya off of his back, to be honest. If he's going to submit Ilya, I think Ilya's smart enough and good enough on the ground to not get submitted like that. If he's going to submit Ilya, I think it's going to have to be from a scramble. That's what I think. You don't want to just chill and guard against Ilya. He's going to rain down massive ground and pound. We've seen him generate enough power from ground and pound to knock people out cold. That's what I think. That's what I think. It's easier to be good at everything when you're as small as Mighty Mouse. Dude, the lighter guys they're just more skilled. Do you agree that DJ is the greatest martial artist of all time? I did not say UFC fighter. I'm talking martial artist. Probably so. I see what you're saying, and maybe so. Probably. Probably so. Controversial hot take. I don't think McGregor was or is as good as people make him out to be. Jordan Clark with the spicy take. Connor was and is not as good as people make him out to be. He's not a GOAT. Connor still is one of the greatest strikers we've ever seen. With good takedown defense, he's a good fighter, bro. It is controversial take. I can see your thought process, but I agree some people overrate him, yes. But at the same time, Connor was special, dude. Not just the entertainment value, not just the mic skills, but in the cage, Connor was special. Can JDM beat Islam? Are we sleeping on, bro? We just talked about that, bro. I'm kind of leaning towards JDM, bro. That's a bad matchup for Islam. It's a bad matchup for Islam. Is Islam better than Habib prime for prime? Better, better, better's tough. Better's tough. Because stylistically, who would win? I would say Habib. I think Islam's the more well-rounded fighter. I think Habib's better, actually. Actually, I think Habib is the better fighter. I think he's the better fighter. I think Islam's the greater fighter. That's what I think. Casual's the atom weight goat. Yes, sir. McGregor's mindset and speeches back in the day can make a man cry. Facts. Facts, bro. I disagree. Actually, Connor is underrated. Ooh. Connor underrated. Spicy takes, man. Connor should have never fought Floyd. Shout out to him though. He got a bag. That was something that was like a once in a lifetime fight though, to be honest. The hype for that fight, it was awesome, bro. That was special. That was special. Your views doubled and you're about to leave. We're about to get out of here, bro. I got to eat, bro. I got to eat. Francis, he's just if everybody donates $100 a piece, guys, I guess I'll stay. If that's what y'all want, I'll stay. It has to be $100 from everybody in the chat right now, and I'll stay, man. I mean, that's the only stipulation. Francis, wait, what was I saw like a four man or something, a fatal four way. I didn't get to read it. Where's it at? Where's it at? Oh, here we go. Who would win in a four-way heavyweight tournament? Fedor, Francis, Kane, or Stipe? Ooh. Ooh. I mean, I kind of want to say Fedor, but honestly, I could see Francis getting it done. Fedor, Kane, it depends on what the matchups are. If you go, hmm, if you go Francis, Stipe, and Fedor, Kane, dude, Fedor, Kane's a tough fight, dude. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Make a hot dog eat on stream. Should we stay on a little bit, bro? I might actually pick Francis Ngannou right there. I might pick if it's a one. I think that's tough, bro. That's tough. Because now I'm kind of thinking Kane. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'll donate 2 million if you beat John Jones tomorrow. I got you. I got you, bro. I got you. My goat Mario Bautista is better than most bantamweights except Marab. Mario Bautista is really good. That's valid. I think that's valid. Mario Bautista beats a lot of these bantamweight fighters. I don't think he beats any of the top four, but even like a Song Yadong, Mario Bautista can win that fight. To be honest, favorite fight in AOT slash Naruto. Oh, dude, hold on. What is? Hold on, I got one right in my head right now. Levi. Oh, dude, what is this? What's the freaking dude's name? What's the um? What's the Titan's name who transformed into the Titan that was like it was like super hairy and would throw stuff? But whenever Levi took him out, which I think was the second time they fought, dude, what is that? What is that Titan's name? I gotta look that up. I cannot remember his name. The dude with the glasses. I need you to help me out, bro. Levi Ackerman fights um the Beast Titan, I guess. Yeah, Levi versus the Beast Titan. Pain fight and Levi versus Pain. Valid. I'm gonna say Levi versus the Beast Titan though. That's what I'm gonna say. Zeke, that's his name. That's his name. I couldn't think of his name, bro. I was thinking in my head for some reason I couldn't get Kabuto out of my head from Naruto. They kind of look similar, I guess, just with the glasses. Casual. It was getting so fun though. We'll stay on for a little bit, bro. Y'all are glazing me, so I got you. I got you, bro. If anybody in the chat has not seen Attack on Titan, bro, I advise you to start episode 1 tonight. Tonight. Okay? Dude, I might rewatch that show, bro. What's the last anime I've even watched? I rewatched Death Note recently. That's another banger. Dude, I can't even think. I can't remember what the last one. It's been a minute. I haven't really watched one in a minute. W choices Levi Soto facts. Facts, dude. Zeke Yeager. Leroy Jenkins. CM Punk versus Wei Lee. That's a good fight, man. That's a really good fight. Give me Zhang Wei Li, man. Domination. Domination. I'll sleep dreaming of you. Levi, dude. Levi would be tough, man, in the UFC. Levi's tiny, though. That's the problem. He'd be a flyweight. If you put John Jones and Dana White in a room, 3 people are coming out. Wow. You think Dana's getting knocked up? Attack on Titan is mid. Overrated. Ban it. Mods ban him. Ban him. Ban Morris. No. 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 Okay. Buckley loses to everyone top 10 below 35 years old. Dude, the welterweight division's so good. Buckley versus Bilal Muhammad. Actually, I think this is not recency bias because Bilal Muhammad just lost. But Bilal Muhammad versus Buckley, that's a tough matchup for Bilal. But I'd actually pick Bilal Muhammad in that fight. I'd pick Bilal Muhammad. Sean Brady versus Buckley, I'd pick Sean Brady. Shavkat versus Buckley, I could see Buckley actually winning that fight, but I'd lean towards Shavkat. Leon Buckley, I'd actually go Buckley. I Leon versus Buckley. Leon might be over 30. How old is Leon? How old is Leon Edwards? Leon Edwards' age. He's 33. Leon versus Buckley. I don't know who wins that, to be honest. I don't know who wins that, but I think he beats Usman. Ian Gary. I kind of lean towards Ian Gary slightly. Kind of lean towards Ian Gary. Michael Morales. Kind of lean Michael Morales. But yeah, I think that's a valid take. I think it's a valid take. I don't think Buckley's going to be champion. Again, he very well could be, but I think it's too good. I think it's too good. Rate Tokyo Ghoul. I haven't seen Tokyo Ghoul. Do I need to watch that, bro? Should that be the show I watch next? Hack the AOT is mid dude up. He won't see the light of day again. Facts. Facts. Will day 22 be the day? It might be. It might be. That's why we got to hop off stream, bro. I still got to record day 22. But yeah, we'll hop off and you know what? I'll run for like 10 more minutes. All right. That's what we'll do. We'll meet in the middle. I was supposed to get off 15 minutes ago. I'll run for 10 more. We'll go 10 more. Who do you think would have won the proposed four-man tournament between Dustin, Justin, Max, and Hooker? Oh, it depends on the matchup. So the matchups, it wouldn't have been Dustin, Max. I mean, it wouldn't have been Dustin Hooker. Uh, I mean, it wouldn't be Dustin Justin. So it would have been. Wait, no, it wouldn't have been Max Justin. So it probably would have been Dustin versus Max, and Justin versus Hooker. I think Gaethje would beat Hooker, and Dustin versus Max, dude. I think we would. It depends. It depends. Whoever wins Dustin versus Max wins the whole thing. To me, I don't think Justin Gaethje beats Dustin or Max. I don't know who's going to win Dustin versus Max. It's such a 50-50 fight. I'm kind of leaning towards Max. So maybe Max Holloway wins the BMF tournament. Maybe that's what it is. I don't think Hooker wins. I love Hooker, but I don't think he does. Leon's so much more skilled on the feet than Buckley. The counters would be there all fight. Dude, yeah, that Leon probably could win that. Um he's got good enough takedown defense to defend off the takedowns of Buckley, I would say. Yeah, he could probably maintain his range as well. I think that would frustrate Buckley. Actually, yes, you know what? I take that back. I think Leon Edwards would beat Buckley. I think he'd be able to keep him away. Leon Edwards, I mean, Buckley's not very good fighting from range necessarily. He likes to be up close in the pocket, throw big meaty hooks. But yeah, Leon could win that. Actually, probably Leon would win that fight. Buckley overrated. He kind of is getting overrated at this point. At this point, he kind of is. I've said Morales will be a champ one day. Morales looks good so far. I think Buckley beats Morales. He could. Morales is just so long. That's problems for Buckley. I think Kamaru. I think Kamaru has a very solid chance to beat Buckley. People forget, man, this guy go to a draw with Hamza. He is good. Joe Swanson MMA. Let's go, dude. I appreciate the dono. Shout out Joe Swanson, man. W Joe Swanson. W Joe Swanson. I appreciate you, bro. See, we'll stay on longer. Thanks to Joe Swanson, we'll stay on a little bit longer, bro. We'll stay on a little bit longer. I appreciate you, dude. Let me read some of these. Watch Prison Break. I've heard one of my buddies just watched Prison Break. He said it was fire. I started that like I think I watched the first season of Prison Break when I was like 14 or 15. To be honest. But yeah, I need to hop back on. We need to hop. I'm in the middle of Game of Thrones right now. I've never seen Game of Thrones. We're in the middle of it right now. So Dustin Gaethje's the GOAT facts, dude. Hey, shout out Ryder. Was it Ryder? If y'all don't follow Ryder MMA on TikTok, y'all go follow him, bro. He made a cousin Gamrot edit. It was fire. It was fire. I don't think there's too many people who beat Diaz in a 7-rounder. Joe Swanson again, dude. Let's go. Shout out to the puppy. Shout out Joe Swanson, bro. Shout out Joe Swanson, man. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. do you goon to Izzy? What? What? No, bro, I don't. I don't. I promise I don't. Why do Connor's ears look semi compared to Dustin's? Connor's ears look. What? Connor's ears? I gotta pull up a picture. What's wrong with his ears? Connor's ears? What do you mean, bro? I need you to elaborate, dude. I need you to elaborate. Best fight of all time, Hooker versus Dustin. It's up there. That's actually is. That might be one of my favorite fights, actually. Who you got, Hamza or DDP? I got Hamza right now. What's your dream championship lineup for each division? Dude, we're gonna do that. We're actually gonna make a video of that. It's lined up. It's UFC best case scenario. Okay, let's do that. So if I had to pick the champion for each division, let me look. Let me look. I'll share my screen with you guys. Let's see. Hold on one sec. Let me close these out. Let's do this. So if I had to pick the champion for each division, I like this question. Micah, shout out to Micah. Okay. If I had to pick the flyweight, I hope this is what you mean. I hope I'm not doing it wrong, but flyweight champion, if I had to pick, I would say Joshua Van. That's my guy. Joshua Van. Is it going to happen? Not now. I think it could be in the future, but as of right now, I'd say no. But yeah, I'd go Joshua Van, flyweight champion. Bantamweight champion. If I had to pick, maybe Jan. My favorite bantamweight. So actually, no, it's O'Malley. Sean O'Malley. I would say Sean O'Malley for me. I know, man. Y'all don't like Sean O'Malley. Y'all don't like Sugar Sean, but I would say O'Malley or Umar. O'Malley or Umar. Featherweight, Volkanovski easily would not change a thing. Lightweight also would not change a thing. I wish it was Islam. I wish he was staying at lightweight. I would say him. Or you know what? Cousin Gamrot. We could go Cousin Gamrot too. Future though, I would say I hope we see Mauricio Rufy. I hope he really develops into a great fighter. I hope he becomes champion welterweight division. Kamaru Usman. Kamaru Usman regaining the throne. That's what I would say for welterweight. Middleweight, y'all know what middleweight is. It's Izzy. Izzy regaining the throne. Light heavyweight, Yuri Prohaska easily. And heavyweight, Tom Aspinall. If I got to pick the champions, that's what it would be. Dude, I would, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I would be so, so excited. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. My fault, guys. My fault. We don't need to be doing all this. Cousin Gamrot double champ, dude. I might if Gamrot became champion. Don't get me started, dude. Don't get me started. What's your dream fight? What's your dream UFC fight that never happened? Dream UFC fight that never happened. Ooh, dream fight that never happened. Like, I want to. I know. I kind of want to say Jones and Ganu. At this point, it's going to turn into Ilya versus Islam potentially. Let's see. Dream fight that never happened. Maybe even Habib Tony, just so we can see Tony get smashed. Maybe. Maybe, bro. Let's see. What are some potential Connor matchups that could have been sweet? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. Did you read Matt Hughes' book? What is Matt Hughes' book? Uh-oh. Dude, y'all are throwing things my way I've never heard of. Did he release a book? Did he release a book? Matt Hughes. Made in America? Is that what you're talking about? Oh no. Autobiography. It's unbelievable. What is it? What? I've never read that. I've never read that, bro. Do I need to? Apparently it's borderline unbelievable. Apparently. Tony gets smashed. Smash. Who do you wish Jones fought? I wish Jones fought Francis, actually. I'm gonna say Francis. I think that could have been a really, really hyped up fight. I still think John would have won somewhat easily. I think he would have taken him down. But yeah, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that. If you could change the result of one fight, what would you be? Micah's got the valid questions, bro. The valid questions from Micah. If I could change one outcome, part of me, again, part of me wants to say Connor defeating Habib because, dude, the world would have erupted. Imagine how different the UFC landscape would be if Connor would have defeated Habib. But at the same time, this might be a hot take. Some people wouldn't have valued the Habib win as much if Connor would have won it. But Connor might have been, he would have been up there in the GOAT talks for real. When's your next stream? Saturday. We're doing a fight companion for this week's fight night. But also some other results I would change would be when I was a kid, the Anderson Silva getting knocked out by Chris Weidman really hurt. So maybe that, but I don't really care as much anymore. I kind of want to say, if I could change one thing, bro, now the story is kind of written. Volkanovski's champion again, but I kind of want to say it's not even a fight outcome, but I would change Charles Oliveira pulling out of UFC. What was it? 284? No. It was anyway. It was Charles Oliveira pulling out of his fight against Islam, and then that's when Volk stepped in on short notice, got KO'd. That's what I would change, bro. That's what I would change. I would just keep Charles from pulling out. I think he got cut. I think he got a cut in that fight camp. What was Volk Islam? Was that 284? Was that might have been the first one? Volk versus Islam 2. Which one was that? It might have been like in the 90s. 294. That's what it was. 294. I wish Jones had fought Cain Velasquez. Facts. That would have been fire. That would have been fire. At heavyweight too, I might lean towards Cain. John's long though. Maybe John. Nah, I take that back. I would still. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Conor Habib. Facts. Casual. When I make it big in MMA, let's do a collab. Hey Max, are you a fighter? You trying to go to the UFC, bro? Because I'd be down for that, bro. I would be down for that. I'd be down for that. When you make it big and when I make it big, I'll be like the next MMA guru, but better. And you'll be UFC champion, man. It'll be perfect. It'll be perfect, man. I hated Chris Weidman for that too, dude. That was sad. That was sad. Hot take: Armand doesn't deserve the hate. I agree. Armand. Armand needs to get a fight booked soon. I'm afraid that they're just gonna push Armand to the side. Armand's the best lightweight on the planet. That's my hot take. If that's a hot take, I don't know. I think Armand is the best lightweight on the planet. That's what I think. Do you have any martial arts training? Yeah, just jujitsu. I literally just started training jujitsu like I guess a month ago. A month ago, bro. But besides my fights on the regional scene, I agree. Jones versus Junior Dos Santos isn't talked about enough. Probably most underrated fighter ever. You don't hear anything about Junior Dos Santos anymore. Actually, you don't hear anything about him anymore. Anything. Getting that belt back from Ilya, yes sir. I wish Connor never broke his leg. That could be a solid change. That could be a solid change. Habib versus motivated Connor and not drunk Connor could be interesting. I mean, yeah, if you want to make a change to something, a Conor McGregor play is not a bad idea at all. Not at all. I think Armand beats Ilya. I agree. I agree. Armand Sarukian is one of the best grapplers in the sport. The ground and pound is next level. I think he would have some trouble on the feet, obviously, with Ilya. We've seen Armand get rocked a couple times. So Ilya, it's a good fight. That is a really good fight, dude. I think Armand would be the better grappler. I think he'd be able to take Ilya down. I think Ilya could be able to create some scrambles. We got to see Ilya at lightweight though. If Ilya beats Charles, I want to see Ilya versus Armand. If Islam doesn't want the fight, if Islam and Ilya's out the window, I want to see Armand. That's the next best fight. Prime Connor versus Ilya would feed generations. It would be sick. Max or Dustin? Right now, I'm leaning Max, but I'm going to that fight. By the way, I might change my pick to Dustin. Dustin's never lost 2 fights in a row. He's going to be fighting in New Orleans. Maybe it's the script, dude. The thing is, it's better for the UFC if Max Holloway wins because if Max Holloway loses, what do you do with him? But if Max Holloway beats Dustin Poirier, he now has his last 2 lightweight wins will be against Justin Gage, Justin Poirier, and Dustin Gaethje. So, aren't you from TikTok? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're on TikTok and YouTube, man. UFC doesn't like Armand because they didn't make him rich. They hate him because he already got money. Armand he's like Batman, dude. He's got supercars. I've seen his Instagram. He does not need money. The thing about Armand as well, I made a whole video on this as well. But Armand, if y'all go back, he had if you go back to UFC 300, he beat Charles on the walkout. He punched a fan. The UFC did not like that. Okay. He then he had the opportunity to apologize or do some anti-bullying thing, and he didn't do it. I don't think the UFC loved that idea that he didn't do it. Also, the UFC offered him a title shot after UFC 300, and he said no. I don't think the UFC loved that either. Which, again, they wanted Armand to turn around and fight 2 months later after going to war with Charles, which was insane. But I don't know, bro. The UFC just doesn't like Armand, and then he pulls out against Islam. It was kind of like a three strikes and you're out, man. That's what I think, at least. But again, a lot of it's not his fault, or it's his fault. But like, at least the not wanting to fight on 2 months' notice for the title is that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. All right, let's see. Do you think Justin will actually retire if he doesn't get the title fight? No, I don't think he will. I don't. That's such a lame thing to do, bro. What's up, Aunt? What's good, TM? That's such a lame thing to do. Justin, why is he threatening retirement? He does not. I get his point of view. That's the thing. I get his point of view. I do. Because Justin Gaethje was on a win streak. He took the Max Holloway fight, which he didn't have to do because he did the UFC a favor, yes, but at the same time, it's hard to get people excited for a Gaethje title fight. Nobody thinks he's beating Islam, but at least Islam's gone. So maybe Gaethje versus Charles. If Charles wins, Gaethje versus Topuria is a little bit different. But no, I don't think he's going to retire. I don't think he will. Got 4.7K on Willmaker, Sai, and Abdul Malik. Let's cash out. Well, dude, Willmaker's like a insane favorite. He's fighting Chris Mutino. Malcolm Willmaker, guys, might be my favorite prospect in the UFC right now. Malcolm Willmaker, he's a real deal. I think he's a real deal. I think he's going to make some noise. He's going to make some noise, bro. Hey, good luck on your bets, bro. Good luck on your bets. Let's see. What do you think is the best martial art for a street fight? Um, for a street fight, honestly, I would rather if I'm in a street fight, I'd rather run up on a striker than any type of grappler. I'd rather fight a boxer or a kickboxer. Muay Thai would be tough, but I'd rather fight a Muay Thai fighter rather than somebody who knows judo or jujitsu. To be honest, I think grappling's the meta. I think grappling's the meta. Who gets the next title shot, Armand or Gaethje? I hope it's Armand. All they can do is just book Armand versus Gaethje for the number one contenders fight. In the meantime, that fight should have been booked on 317. You could have put that as the co-main event, or I guess the feature fight. Gaethje versus Armand on 317. But it sounds like they want to do Patty versus Gaethje. Gaethje wants to fight for the title or retire. So maybe the UFC does Armand versus Gaethje. Maybe they do let Gaethje. I don't know. I don't want to see Gaethje fight for the next title because, like, even if let's say Ilya beats Charles, if he beats if Ilya beats Gaethje, nobody's really going to add too much to his resume for that. To be honest, people are going to be like, "Oh, we expected him to beat Gaethje. Gaethje's old. Gaethje's old, man." How many more fights until Joshua Van gets a title shot? Well, if Joshua Van beats Roy Val, I think he's going to get it next fight. I don't think he will though. I don't think he's going to beat Roy Val. I think he's going to have. I think he's going to show flashes. I don't think he's just going to get dominated. I think he's going to be in the fight, but I think he's going to be outclassed. If he wins that, I'm going to say one because he'll be basically the number one contender. If he doesn't, if he loses to Roy Val, I'm going to say probably two. Yeah, I think 2 to 3 is good. Change my name to Mad Doll. Let's go. When Dustin, Justin, and Max lay the gloves down, the UFC are in a bit of trouble. The UFC lightweight division. Think about the lightweight division for a second. Okay, Islam's already leaving. Arman Sarukian wants to get the belt and retire. Charles Oliveira's old. He's going to be at least moved to welterweight soon. He's probably going to be retired soon. Max Holloway's about to retire. Gaethje's about to retire. Dustin Poirier's about to retire. That's the top five right there. Top five are going to be gone in 2 years, probably. Brand new top five. Hooker's old. Cousin Gamrot. How old's Gamrot? I should know this, guys. I should know this. Even Gamrot's 34. We'll have Patty Pimblett. Dariush will be gone. Moicano will be gone probably. We're going to have Patty Pimblett, Fazeev, Chandler's going to be gone. BSD, Roofy. Dude, out of the top 15, half of them are going to be gone in 2 years. Half of them are going to be retired. So it's going to be weird, bro. It's going to be very interesting. He said you're still streaming. Yes, bro, we're still streaming. We're going to hop off soon, man. Joe Swanson donated me. He donated me, so we're staying on longer. Another overtime game in Stanley Cup Finals. 3 out of 4 games have gone to overtime. See, I might have to turn that on, bro. We might need to turn that on. Will Bones fight anyone before he retires? Dude, what did I Rick, bro. Rick. So he said, "Do you have a slightly feminine older brother who would like to go out for ice cream with me?" I don't believe so, bro. I don't believe so. I do have a slightly older brother, but he's not feminine, man. I think he's good. I appreciate you asking though. I appreciate you asking. I appreciate Rick, what? That's funny. Let's see. Dustin can beat Ilya. Dude, imagine Dustin gets this whole fight in New Orleans, beats Max, which he can do. Let's say he beats Max, and then he chooses not to retire. The thing is, even if he beats Max, they're not going to give him another title shot. There's no way he doesn't retire in New Orleans. They put on this whole event for you. There's no way. There's no way. Dustin versus Ilya would be fun, but imagine they gave another title shot to Dustin. Justin Gaethje would be so mad. He would be so mad, bro. What? Shout out Jesus. Oh, Jesus Christ is Lord. Facts, bro. Shout out Jesus. We're getting shout out Jesus in the chat. Jesus has been mentioned. Amen, bro. Jesus loves you all. That's facts. That's facts, bro. That is facts. I just that was funny. I just saw a shout out Jesus comment. I was like, what? What happened? Facts, bro. Do you think Bryce Mitchell does well at 135? Bryce Mitchell at bantamweight. I think he can beat some of these guys. I'm worried about the weight cut. I don't know how much weight Bryce Mitchell already cuts, but um, I'm worried about his chin. I'm definitely worried about his chin. He'll be able to out grapple some of these guys. I don't see him become a champion. He maybe does like I could see him getting ranked, but I don't think he does. I don't think he does that well. To be honest, I don't think featherweight's not as talented as bantamweight. Those guys are more skilled too. Those guys are more skilled. Let's see. Well, I don't even know what happened. Message restricted. But imagine they offer Dustin a title shot if he wins as a new contract incentive before he fights Max and he signs. That would be crazy, bro. That would be crazy. Hey, everybody that's watching, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and turn the post notifications on because we're going to be streaming on Saturday. You should do the fantasy league thing on 4. You should do the fantasy thing on 4 ounce, like what Dotson's Corner does. I need to look into that. I'm not sure what that is. The fantasy league thing. I'll look into that. Hey, shout out Dotson's Corner. They're fire. I like their content. I've seen some of their videos. I need to look into that. I don't know what that is. What is that? What is that? Charles will win against Ilya by submission. I hope so, bro. I really, really hope so. I really hope so, man. We need this, guys. If we get Volkanovski becoming champion again, and Charles becoming champion again in the same year. Oh boy. And Yuri, guys, and Yuri Prohaska chins Magomed Ankalaev. All right, maybe I'm stretching, but I don't know. Are you streaming Joaquin Buckley versus Kamaru Usman? Yes. We're gonna be streaming. We're gonna do Fight Companion for that card. So y'all tune in on Saturday. Y'all tune in, man. Hit the like, shout out Casual, and shout out J Star. Can't make the Saturday stream. I got a funeral for my uncle. Hey, it's all good, Maddox. It's all good, bro. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Unc. I like the shorts, but they're too zesty for my attention span. All right. All right. If Charles doesn't submit him by round 2, Ilya's going to win. Maybe. The thing is, I think the longer the fight goes on, I think the more that favors Charles, actually. Charles putting on extra weight. I mean, Ilya's putting on extra weight. Charles has gone 5 rounds multiple times. I know Ilya's gone 5 rounds as well, but maybe the putting on the extra weight might cause him to gas out easier, especially with the grappling exchanges involved. If it's a grappling heavy fight, which I don't know if it will be grappling heavy necessarily, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I like their shorts, but they're too zesty. Oh, I see what you're saying, Sea Dog. I was wondering. I was like, my fault, my fault, bro. I see what you're saying. Zesty. That's funny. Give us a zest compilation, dude. Somebody needs to put that together for me, bro. Start clipping stuff, and I need you to put together a zest compilation and send it to me, and I'll post it, or you post it and I'll repost it. Whatever, whatever. It's like if Ryder's in here, I don't think he is anymore, but Ryder made a Cousin Gamrot edit, man. We reposted it. It blew up. It blew up. You create a fantasy league kind of like fantasy football for an upcoming fight card and then invite people in and then invite in your fantasy. Wait, and then people in your fantasy can choose who they think will win for the fight and how. Oh, that's fine. Dude, that's awesome. I'm going to look into that. That sounds fun. That sounds like something really. Dude, that's what we could do. Perfect. Hey, that UFC girl. Shout out to you for that. That could be a great idea. We could do pound for pound rankings off of that. I've been talking about doing viewer pound for pound rankings. We could do pound for pound rankings based on who has the most points, who's getting the most fights correctly, and outcomes and all that. We can do that. I might put that in my Discord. Shout out to you for that idea. I like that. I'm gonna have to pull that up. You get points based off of how well you bet. Okay. I like that. I like that. Islam versus Sean Brady. I kind of think Sean Brady wins that. I think Sean Brady wins that, to be honest. How do you think John versus Tom goes? I think Jones would get the fight to the ground, to be honest. I think he would land some ground and pound. I think he would definitely face some adversity. I think John Jones wins that, to be honest. Hey, another dono. WG to support the true king. Facts. King of kings, baby. I appreciate the dono. I appreciate the dono for real. I appreciate that. I agree. Jesus is Lord, man. I appreciate the dono. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, man. I would say Yuri wins against Ankalaev because I think Yuri's style is more effective than Poetan's. I agree. I think Yuri's style is going to be more of a threat against. I think his style is going to work better against Ankalaev. More the unpredictability. Yeah, I think I agree. Does he beat him? I don't know necessarily, but that's a good fight. JDM versus Islam prediction, man. I'm kind of leaning towards JDM now. I'm kind of starting to sway towards JDM. JDM versus Buckley, I got JDM as well. Let's see. Okay, I got to go, but my pleasure for giving you the idea of support from. Is that New England? New England, maybe. I hope that's right. But yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you for tuning in, for stopping by. What do you think is next for Marab? I think they're going to do Corey Sandhagen. I want to see him move up to 145. I want to see him fight Volkanovski. Marab versus Volk is such a sick matchup. It makes all the sense in the world right now because listen, y'all need to hear me out. At 135, Corey Sandhagen's on a one fight win streak. Let's do Corey Sandhagen versus Piotr Jan, either for an interim title or just a number one contenders fight. And then 145 doesn't have a true number one contender. It's Movsar Evloev, but they made it clear that they don't want Evloev fighting for the title. So in the meantime, let's not let Yair fight for the title. Let's do Volkanovski versus Marab. That's what I think. Nebraska. My fault. That's my bad. Nebraska. I should said New England. Shout out Nebraska. Shout out Nebraska. That's funny. Do you think Sean was fed a title in the title run? Yes and no. They definitely tried to push him. You can tell when the UFC pushes certain fighters because you look at Marab's path to the title and you look at Sean O'Malley's path to the title. Two completely different things. It's not even close. Yes, they give them sort of favorable matchups, but it is what it is. The rematch, I'm not mad at the rematch that they had. Nebraska. We're gonna get out of here soon, guys. I know I said that 45 minutes ago, but y'all don't know, so we stayed on. We stayed on. Okay, I appreciate that once again. I appreciate y'all. New England, not even a country or a state. My fault, bro. My fault. My fault. I gotta get back in the lab on my geography. Hill versus Roundtree. We're probably going to do a fight companion for that fight as well for that card. But dude, I don't know. I'm gonna have to dive into the film. That's a 50-50 fight. I'm kind of leaning towards Roundtree, I think. I think I'm leaning towards Roundtree. Both coming off a KO loss, but Jamal is coming off back-to-back KO losses. So I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a tough fight. I could see both guys winning for sure. Are you in Texas? I don't know, man. Am I in Texas? Maybe so. Maybe so. Maybe so. Marab by decision versus Volk? You think he decision victories Volk? Dude, I think that's a close. I think Volk wins, actually. I think Volk wins. I don't think Volk finishes him. I think Volk's landing his jab, landing some good kicks. I think Marab could get him down, maybe. I think he'd have a really tough time getting Volkanovski down. But if he does, I don't think Volk would get submitted. I don't think Volk would get finished. And Volk doesn't really lose decisions. I think Volk would win. I think Volk would win, to be honest. Let's see. How many more wins and what wins would Marab need to become the GOAT of the sport? Marab, let's just say he fights Corey Sandhagen next. Okay. If Marab beats Corey Sandhagen, he can, dude. I think Marab can become the. If Marab beats Corey Sandhagen, wins a rematch with Umar, and goes up and wins the featherweight title, I mean, what else could he possibly do? We might be looking at the GOAT right there. I'm gonna say Corey Sandhagen, Umar one more time, and beats Volkanovski for the 145-pound title, bro. That resume is unmatched. That resume is so good. So good. Do you see Patty having any chance at all against Ilya? Patty leaves his chin in the air. He's got cracked before, but like he said, he doesn't get KO'd. But Patty having any chance, I think he's going to have a very tough time with Ilya. But Patty's big. Patty's a big lightweight. On the feet, I don't see him having much success at all. I think he'd have a hard time taking Ilya down. I think Ilya wins that. I think Ilya wins that, to be honest. Casual take already confirmed. He's from Miami. Did I leak that? I might have accidentally said that. I don't know. Maybe so, man. Maybe. No, we're not from Miami. No. I don't see a path to victory versus Volk. Yeah, dude, it'd be a good fight. I don't know if Marab can. Is he going to outwork Volkanovski? Putting on more weight once again. I know Marab's the machine. He has unlimited cardio, but if he's putting on more weight, that takes a hit to the gas tank a little bit at least. I don't think he beats Volk. I don't think he's going to be able to just hold Volk up against the cage either. I don't think maybe he gets Volk down twice max in a 5 round fight. I don't think he just, I don't know. I think Volk wins. I think Volk's too strong. I think he's too strong and too good. Even though he's older, Volkanovski's going to have success on the feet. He's going to win the striking exchanges. I think he's going to be too strong. He's going to be hard to take down. If he does get taken down, I think he's going to be able to scramble up to his feet. He could defend against Pantoja as well. Facts. I forget about that. Pantoja, yeah. If Pantoja beats Kakar France, he might be looking to move up. I don't know. I don't know, bro. Super excited for Fiziev versus Bahamondes. Who you picking for that one? Ooh, I forgot about that. Is that on the Hill? That's on the Hill Roundtree. Yeah, I think that's on the Hill Roundtree. That's next week. Dang. I got to see both of them live. Fiziev and Ignacio. Ooh. Ignacio's huge. Ignacio's long. Ignacio's Ignacio's good, bro. But so is Rafael Fiziev. I don't know, man. I kind of want to go Ignacio. But Fiziev, I don't know. Maybe Fiziev, though. I'm going to have to watch film. Fiziev's not, I would say Ignacio taking him down, but Fiziev's not an easy guy to take down. Even you could look at the Cuts and Gamrot fight before it ended, but Gamrot, I don't even know if Gamrot did get him down. I don't know if he did. If Islam couldn't hold down Volk, Marab definitely isn't. I agree. Bro covering his tracks better than the cartel. What was the Mighty Mouse incident? Ban him, guys. Ban him. Somebody ban Ronnie. Bringing up the Mighty Mouse incident, man. Come on. Exactly, the Sea Dog. We don't speak of it. Facts. Sea Dog, shout out to WC Dog, bro. Ignacio is huge and long. He is, bro. He's like 6 feet tall. Is he not like he's like Jalen Turner size? Ignacio Bahamondes height and reach. Let's look up that. He's he's 6'3". Yeah, he's 6'3". Wow. With a 75.5 inch reach. Okay. Rafael. Okay. It's gonna be a 4 inch reach advantage for Ignacio. His arms aren't as long as I thought, but he's also gonna be like 6 inches taller or 7 inches taller. Something like that. So I don't know. We'll have to see. We're gonna find out on Saturday night. Next Saturday. Hot take Islam striking's underrated. It is good. It is good. You can say all you want. It's because of the takedown threat, which that's a big part of it. I agree, but his striking's definitely improved. Definitely improved. Massive girth. He's got girth. Girth. That spelling is crazy. Girth. We shall speak of it because I don't know. We're not speaking of it, Ronnie, okay? We're not. See, Gustavo, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. He said, do you mean girth? Hot take Anthony Smith versus Islam is closer than you think. This guy knows ball. This guy knows ball. Anthony Smith, the best non-champion in UFC history. Anthony Smith by paper cut. I added in the last part, but yeah, Anthony Smith by paper cut for sure. For sure. For sure. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. We're about to get out of here. I know I've been saying it forever. We're really finna get out of here now. Joe Swanson clutched it for us, guys. I said if y'all donated, we'll go on for a little bit longer. And shout out to Joe Swanson, man. He donated, so we went on for longer. I was supposed to end like an hour ago, but now we're actually finna wrap it up. Habib striking was trash. Yeah. It did get better as his career went on, but it still was pretty trash. I agree. Pretty trash. Carl Anthony Towns, y'all related. Yep. Got the cat reference. We're pulling off the cat reference, guys. Dude, when's the next game for the NBA Finals. Is it tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow. The Pacers taking the lead, man. MMA Guru beats Juliana Pena. I agree. I agree. All right, yeah, we're finna get out of here, guys. We're finna get out of here real soon. You going to end to Goon to Izzy, bro? No, no, it's not what I'm doing. It's not what I'm doing at all. I'm not ending stream to Goon, bro. Not ending stream to Goon to Izzy at all. Not gonna Goon to UFC 287, Izzy knocking out Pereira highlights or anything. No, that's not what I'm watching or doing or nothing like that. Nothing. No, and we're also not gonna Goon to Izzy's walkout against Robert Whitaker when he was dancing, walking out before his fight. We're not going to that either. Okay, no. I don't know why you are saying this. I'm not. I'm not. All right, man. I gotta go to bed. Love the streams, bro. I appreciate you, C Dog. Hey, if you haven't, hit the like button before you go, bro. Hit the like button before you go. It helps me out, man. Tomorrow, Pacers gonna shock the world. I hope the Pacers win the whole thing, bro. I really do. Nunez versus Harrison's not even close. I think Harrison's gonna get it done. If that's what you're referring to, I'm going with Harrison. All right, guys, we're finna get out of here. We're finna get out of here, man. Paulo Costa post fight Izzy. No, I'm not gonna watch that either. I'm not gonna watch Izzy's celebration against Paulo Costa. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not, bro. I'm not. No. I don't know why y'all think I am. Y'all hit the like button before we go, bro. Y'all turn the post notifications on. Next stream is going to be Saturday against. I mean, not against. Saturday for Kamaru Usman versus Joaquin Buckley. So yeah, y'all turn the post notifications on for when we go live. You don't want to miss a live stream. Next week, we're gonna try to put together UFC 5 tournament. Also, y'all join the Discord because we're gonna start doing pound for pound rankings, UFC 5 tournaments, trivias, and all that kind of stuff. DJ HH, once again, good night. I appreciate the dono. And I appreciate the message as well. The message with it. I appreciate the dono, man. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed the stream. We'll be back on Saturday. Yeah, we're gonna start up this. Well, I'm gonna look into this UFC fantasy thing, and maybe we can start doing pound for pound rankings with my viewers. See who knows ball. We're gonna do predictions with everybody. I'll keep y'all updated. Y'all join the Discord if you haven't already. It's in my bio. It's in my YouTube bio. In my TikTok bio. Y'all hop in there, bro. Y'all hop in there. Good night, W Stream. I appreciate you. Before we go, DDP versus Hamzat prediction. I'm gonna go with Hamzat early finish. That's what I'm leaning towards right now. But all right, guys, good chatting, bro. I appreciate you seeing Echo. I appreciate you guys. All right, we're getting out of here. Once again, I appreciate y'all. Hit the like button before we go, and I will see y'all on Saturday. Y'all better be here for the fight companion on Saturday. All right. I'll see y'all. I will see y'all.